off that.
And we're live. Good evening. You're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga right here on the Emerald Collective. My name is Dave Gibson and I am the creator and dungeon master for all things Sopherone. This is episode 62 of the Sopherone Saga, and you know who the fuck else is 62? Not episode 62. Tom Cruise. So I'll be giving a free point of inspiration to the first player in a combat to use their full movement and action to dash. So we all know Tom Cruise runs a lot on screen. So anyway, let's kick off with some Emerald Collective news, shall we? First off, episode 8 of our first podcast, No Silver Linings, a Call of Cthulhu story set in the 1920s Ireland by Mark Corrigan of Shunnick Games, is available now for Patreon subscribers in the jeweler tier. And episode 7 is available on all of the regular platforms now, with episode 8 hitting those same platforms for free on Wednesday, 21st of August. So, episode 8, with Charlie at gunpoint, Benson and Ulick try to de-escalate the situation and drag some answers out of Eugene. Some insights into who and what the Moonlight Man truly is reveal that there is definitely something sinister happening around the mines. Professor Miles finds out that an elderly resident of Silver Mines was planning on taking a vital clue to their grave. What could the disappearance of a man 3 months ago and his subsequent murder have to do with the mining operations that took place 40 years ago? Well, there's only one way to find out. Subscribe to our Patreon and you'll get the answers to that question quicker than you would if you just listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music and all the rest of it. But you look at, you'll hear it anyway, it'll be out soon enough. Speaking of Patreons, our Patreon is live now. You can head over there by clicking the link in the chat. Depending on the tier you choose, you'll receive original monsters, magic items and maps to use in your games each month. There'll also be an opportunity to get early access to our podcast, discounts on special items at drivethrurpg.com, shoutouts on stream and bonus content. You'll also receive a discount on commissions from It's a Map, she's right over there, and Zorp's Art, who did the Patreon art. If you don't have the coin to spare, if you don't have the coin to spare to pledge, fear not. You can still give our Patreon a follow and get a free original monster and magic item for your trouble, plus even more free content on occasion. I've been known to drop in the maps that I use on one-shots that I don't tell It's a Map that I do that. Oh shit. So look, make sure you stick around. We can't wait to share all of the gems of the Emerald Collection with you. Now, when he's not streaming with the Emerald Collective, you'll find our very own Ryan. He's up there. Over on twitch.tv/DRange Rhino for all kinds of mischief as he plays through various games from first-person shooters to platformers, mostly Rust now, but I'm hoping we might see some Phasma again. Everyone is welcome, and if you haven't already, please give this wonderful human a follow, and if you can afford it, a sub over on Twitch. Ryan, what's going on the stream?
Everything. We've got cheaters that we're dealing with. We've
got cheaters?
Yeah, the Rust is known for hackers and cheaters and stuff like that, so it's always good fun, always something going on.
All right,
people to kill.
You've got drops. What are drops again?
Okay, so at the moment there's a live event for Rust where if you watch particular streamers, you'll get particular drops of their skins for the game, or if you watch generic streamers like myself, then you'll get some more generic drops as well.
But they game Rust recognize you as a Rust streamer and they've given you things to give away, have they?
Well, it's basically a Rust streamer wide thing. So if you're streaming Rust, everyone gets the ability to do it.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, some of the guys, they've got specific items. You never know. One day I might have my own item in the game.
That would be awesome. What would the item be? If you could think,
it'd have to be the wizard hat.
Hey, nice. And you're also playing with the guys over in Flying Orc. Tell us about what's happening there.
Yeah, so at the moment, Slate and Weslin, played by our very own John over here on the Emerald Collective, they're up a mountain dealing with a friendly dragon. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. And down below, we're preparing to rob a safe.
Oh, are we doing a heist?
Seems like so.
Fucking class. Love it. Love that shit. You need to get Fona on board there.
I think Fona would love my character because she's a badass rogue.
Yeah, I think so.
I do like a heist.
Yeah, I love a good heist. Cool. All right. So that's Ryan. Well, look, let's have a look at what's coming up ahead over the next 7 days on the Emerald Collective, shall we? Not a lot this week. Thursday, we have Candlekeep Mysteries. So stuck in the unforgiving dark of the Vermilion Platinum Mine, or Vermalion Platinum Mine, the party have gone from one nightmare to another. Can't confirm because I'm playing in that. Even if they can make it out of the dark, can they get back to civilization safely? We rejoin our Seekers of Adventure on Thursday, the 22nd of August. on Sunday week, we are back with the finale, hopefully this time the finale of Fae-Earth. Fae-Earth is an indie TTRPG set in a 19th century Earth where all the creatures from folklore and fairy tale are real, have always been real, and live alongside humanity. Join us for a playthrough of this fun and exciting starter adventure designed to introduce you to not only the mechanics of this system, but also the lore and magic of this setting. Our heroes find themselves in Yorkshire, a land, did I say Yorkshire? I did. A land rich in folklore where the local fae have suddenly become very active, much to the concern of the humans in the area. Next Sunday is the delayed finale, and the party are in the ruins of Bolton Castle seeking an unknown entity that has been attacking passers-by. The dice gods have not been kind to the party recently, but have they finally bitten off more than they can chew? Ryan, is that your fault by the dice gods, do you think?
Listen, anything to do with the dice is very possibly my fault, let's be honest.
Okay, that's fair. And look, if you stick around, that was a big distortion, I'm going to turn my gain down there. And look, if you stick around till the end of the stream, we like to kick back for 15 minutes or so and discuss what happened, what it could mean for the plot, and how our players and their characters feel about what just took place. This is, of course, completely free. It's not behind a paywall. We won't charge you, but will entirely depend on whether GM Dave, that's me, has run over the 3-hour stream by 90 minutes or not. We want you to feel as included in this story as possible and stick with us wherever it may be headed. So, if you have any questions for the players, write them down in the back of your hand. Write them on your forehead backwards so you can read them in a mirror. Whatever works for you. Feel free to throw them at us then. Now, I think it's time we officially thank Kate from It's a Map, who's right behind me, for stepping up to the Technomancer role for the Emerald Collective. Kate will be teching most of our streams going forward, bar, I think, Air to the Hands, which will be helmed by creator and GM Craig, who is absolutely nailing it over there on that stream and managing to expertly keep several plates spinning at once by DMing and teching. A far better man than me, because I gave it a shot and it did not work on my Mac. My Mac does not like OBS, and OBS hates my Mac. We love you, Craig, and you're smashing it. I'd also personally like to thank Kate for being by my side as I tried to navigate technical problem after technical problem and almost gave up streaming altogether, not lying, and for ultimately stepping in to create new overlays and learn OBS, all for the Emerald Collective. Quite literally couldn't do this without you, and I and everyone in the Emerald Collective want to extend our heartfelt thanks for getting the other streams back on air. We appreciate you and we love you. So, type H in chat if you agree. I don't know why I just thought H, but anyway, let me just type H in chat as well. H.
Well, as it wasn't N.
Oh shit, I have a shortcut in my fucking. I have a keyboard shortcut that goes H and it becomes So I'll just go H. Oh no, it's doing it again. I'll just go H. There we go, 1 H. Thank you. Where were we there? Okay, cool. And also, if you'd like to show your appreciation to our new digital demigoddess, then please scroll down to the page and hit that Tip the Technomancer button and throw Kate a few gold pieces. And as if she wasn't doing enough for the Emerald Collective, Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you'll see here in the Sopherone Saga. You can find her on all of the socials as @itsamap.IRE, and her commissions are currently open. All of the music I use on Sopherone Saga is courtesy of Tabletop Audio. They're up there in Roll20. They're fucking awesome. That real trippy what's the shit that they call it? The not the isolation pods. It basically like sounds like we're in a spa, hotel spa. Flotation tank, that's it. I've never done one, but I'd love to try it. Yeah, so all that cool music is up there. It's in the jukebox in Roll20. And now enough bullshit from me. Let's meet our wonderful players. So we were down 2 players tonight. Johnny and Joe can't make it. The 2 J's, JJ, but unfortunately we'll see them, hopefully we'll see them in two weeks' time. Let's start with Ryan tonight. Ryan, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and who you're playing.
Well, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as most of you know by now. That's Bodhi, who you can hear barking.
Yeah.
He's always here barking away, as he does. I do everything from streaming myself, streaming with Flying Orc, and of course over here. And I'm sure you've probably heard my voice around a podcast, or possibly 2 coming up. But tonight I am playing Mazelu Grimm, one half of the Brothers Grimm, devoted supporter of the one true God, Bahamut, and ready to kick some ass of some bad guys, basically.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Exactly. We're
lovely.
on a mission from God.
Hey, thanks, Ryan. Fona, do you want to tell us a little bit about you and who you're playing?
Hey, I'm Fona. I am a pretty boring IT person in my normal life, and in my imaginary life, I play Scales, the Dragonborn Barbarian, who is as thick as a short plank but is also very sweet and has no idea what's going on whatsoever because he decided to forget everything. So now nothing makes sense and he misses every single plot point that he should be picking up on. Yay! Always give the info to Scales so it never goes anywhere. I'm also playing Robert, who is a human rogue, and who is going to steal an awful lot more stuff tonight than he usually does.
If we were in the town, like, Joe would be getting back going like, why the fuck are there wanted posters up for Robert?
Yep.
They're not book invitations. Also, can I just posit the theory that any IT person that tells you that they're boring and not up to much is secretly a hacker? Thanks, Rona. Let's move on to Carrick. Carrick, who are you? What do you do? And what are you playing? You're muted.
Muted. Hey, I am Carrick. I play Ren, our pyromaniac wizard, who is currently not very happy to be in the Underdark. This was not his plan. He was very much not for this. But look, it's a group decision, and he's not going to go against the money. So, he's currently potentially, maybe, sort of, kind of, definitely possessed to a degree by some sort of evil spirit. And that is, well, maybe not possessed, but like haunted, I think maybe is a better word. That keeps like trying to burn his arm off with some weird necrotic magic whenever he angers it. And he's got a lot on his mind. He wants to murder some mind flayers, save some orphans from getting shipped down to the mind flayers, and kill the guy responsible.
All right.
And clear his name, maybe, if it's his name.
There's a lot to clear there, buddy. Kermit OS, thanks for jumping in. Nice to see you. First time chat. You're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga. Also, thank you so much, Johnny, for the 5 gift subs. You can give... hold on. Who was 4 boons here? Oh, yeah, Stephen. Because that's fine. We did that in chat. Or, sorry, in the thing. We got... Johnny gifted 5 subs. 5 gift subs. So, everyone gets 1 inspiration each if you don't have one. Now, I think we should roll a d20, and on odds, I get it. On evens, Robert or Derek gets it. Who wants to roll a d20? Because there is a 5th one.
Not me.
Oh, well, do you know what? Actually, like, Johnny gifted it, so let's just make sure that Derek has an inspiration in reserve there. So it can go to Johnny. Last but not least, Stephen, do you want to tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and who you are playing?
Well, I'm Stephen. You're a Paladin Pod on the socials. I handed my notice in Monday, so we're moving on. And on this evening, I'm playing Oryxium Grim, the Repentant Sinner, and the technically, hopefully, possibly the more evil half of the Brothers Grimm, even though there's been headphone off microphone moments and suspicions. But he is in the midst of reading a letter when we've been viciously interrupted by this gigantic land shark doorstop. So,
holy shit. Okay,
I just want to say I'm sweet and innocent. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Sure, Ryan.
There's so much to unpack here. First off, we've another doggo on stream. Second off, Fona just cheered 1,000 bits. Holy shit. Hey, thanks, Shaq Fu. The overlay is pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, and we got the boons back. So that's pretty awesome. And Fona just shared 1,000 bits. I think. So what is it? Usually 1d4. I know we said that we can't. Oh, look at that. That we can't.
I did it to get the hype train going. That was all.
Okay. Well, I'll say let's create a pool of 5d4 that you guys can draw on. Because this is going to be a pretty horrible fight. Okay, cool. So that was Stephen. Jesus, yeah, you must tell us more about what quitting your job, dude. Fucking hell. Off stream, of course. Now, yes, of course, we're missing our friends Joe and Johnny, but we hope to have them back for next game. But I think after all that, we should do a quick recap before we dive into tonight's episode 62 of the Sopherone Saga. Now, arriving into the winter city of Artex from the small town of Templetown, our heroes were secure in the knowledge that they'd beaten the nefarious agent of the crown, Valda, to an artifact of great power in the temple high above the town, and hidden it safely and securely, they thought, in the astral plane. The artifact, however, had begun communicating with the party's wizard Ren, which is Carrick over there, promising great power if only he would travel... Shitty cantrip. If only he would travel to an area high in the mountains above Artex and recover another artifact similar to the first. Accepting the deal and receiving a small amount of power as a reward, shitty cantrip, Ren had second thoughts and a while later reneged on the deal.
Two shitty cantrips, actually.
Two shitty cantrips. Angering the entity. Meanwhile, the agent of the Crown Valor arrived in Artex with the necessary paperwork for the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, the same temple of two party members, the Brothers Grimm, that's Eryxium and Mizelu on the left-hand side of your overlay there, to reapply, the whole temple to reapply for permission to operate in Sopherone under the King's good grace. Because, as we all know, the King the King decides which temple can operate in the kingdom and which can't, including evil temples. An evil temple is my favorite Electric Wizard album, by the way. Surely a punishment and a show of power designed to put the party in their place, and indeed it did. Or did it? In an effort to keep them out of trouble, the temple sent them to recover a missing shipment of adamantium that was supposedly being escorted by temple guards. Now, I should say, the temple sent them to recover the missing temple guards that were supposedly escorting the adamantium. Or is it the other way around? We'll see. On their way to the mines, behind the Vertex crooks, the party spied thick plumes of black smoke across the jagged peaks of the mountains that could only be coming from an utterly destroyed Templetown. It was at that moment the wizard Ren received a gloating, mocking sending spell. Johnny, another, what the fuck, 410 bits? Holy shit, thanks, buddy. Well, let's just say that's 74 in the pool. Sorry, 94 in the pool. Is it? What did I say?
Thanks, Johnny.
74 in the pool. It was at that moment the wizard Ren received a gloating, mocking sending spell from Agent of the Crown Valor, claiming responsibility for the heinous act. After deducing that the temple guard had been beset by mind flayers and dragged deep into the Underdark, the party set off in hot pursuit straight into the Underdark. After what seemed like an age, they emerged into a dimly lit cavern, spotted the corpse of a fallen paladin of Bahamut just ahead. A quick search revealed a scrawled death note, decrying the cowardly actions of the Temple of the Platinum Dragon for their acquiescence to the king's laws around religion, but more importantly, hinting at the existence of a holy adventure longsword lost by the legendary hero Sir Richard the Shield Master. Now, oh shit, I lost my thing. First off, I have 3 questions to ask. How bad does Ren's ear smell right now? Second, can anyone trust Eryxium's opinion on what direction the party should take now that he knows there's a holy adventure out there waiting for him? And will Scales tell Eryxium and Mizelu what the Elemental of Tears showed him, and how coherent will that explanation be? If I can use my words. There's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D, motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So, first off, let me just make sure the turn order is clear. Somebody looking for me?
I was going to say, for those who want to read the letter that was left, I've just dropped it into the stream discussion chat for everyone in Discord.
Nice. Thank you very much. I'm going to remove all turns. Boop. Zip, zap, skibbity, bap. And I need everyone to... Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Holy shit. That's just a million ones. Thanks for the 50 bits, buddy. We appreciate you. Johnny, save those things for when they need healing. Okay, so I need everyone to roll initiative, please. As this giant, I'm going to shift Z, this giant greater bullet emerges from the ground with a massive crash. Just earth and clay and stones flying left, right, and center. The whole cavern shaking as this thing just emerges with a... Its jaws clamping shut on what seems to be nothing. It flops down on the newly broken soil, almost like jaws on the end of the boat, and it looks and it sniffs and it turns its massive toothy maw straight to you guys, and it definitely has murder on its mind. But first off, I'm going to roll initiative for this bad boy. Don't be a 1. Okay, it wasn't a 1, it was a 2, motherfuckers. Okay, cool. Is everybody in? Because the slaughter's about to begin. Robert and everyone is in. Okay, cool. Let's... Oh, shit. This might actually...
Just rolling for Derek there.
Okay.
There you go. I forgot we needed someone to control Derek.
Black. Let's get rid of this fucking chill out fucking spa music. Let's get some cry havoc, motherfuckers. Here we go.
How cry havoc goes?
No, that's the music from the cable guy.
Ah.
It also sounds a bit like when Kirk was fighting the Corn.
Yeah, but that's what he bases it on. Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure that's loud enough. Okay, cool. We're all in.
We are.
Sort by descending. Boop. Scale. Holy shit, lads. This is not okay. I feel a bit better because I was worried that I would TPK you guys with this. Let me just see if he has any out of turn actions.
Doesn't need those.
Deadly
People
Leap
cheating.
burst forth. Okay, cool. We have a few things we can do, but only on its turn. So yeah, let's go. I do believe Scales, you're up. What have you got?
So Scales is going to spot this creature emerge, and he is going to enter a rage as he screams, "Giant teethy fishy thing!" And with his rage, he will bounce 10, 15, 20 over the top of Dark, I think it is.
Yep.
In his instinctive pouch, and then he will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to get beside the creature. And he is going to, yeah, why not? I haven't played in a while. Recklessly attack. And he is going to hit it with his mace.
Holy shit, he's straight in there, no kissing.
Straight
Turtle
in.
mace, that is, recklessly is a 23. That will do it. Its AC is 18. Thanks,
So,
Shaq.
15 to hit. And that was on the downswing, and then on the back upward swing, he shall go boop-a-dee-boop.
Oh,
29 to hit.
Just a smidge less music, if we can. I think that's me, isn't it? Sorry, yes. So this, oh my god, that's a fucking critical hit. How dare you? How's that for everyone?
29 to hit for 12 damage, and it's 37 on the D100.
Hold on, so hold on. The first one was 15 points of damage, right? And the second one is how much?
Yeah. 12.
Minus 12. And it's a what? 37 on the D100. Zip, zaps.
37 on the D100.
You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, or attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use. I love how ridiculous this is when there's like they're like large and huge creatures. So look, let's do it. So you're on top. You are
Scales is gonna like hug him around the waist.
A graboid. I feel like Scales has sort of like clamped his arms around the smallest part where the mouth forms the cone to try and keep it shut. But yeah, I mean, hold on. And I will say, I think everyone's been talking about 2 Tarasques. I'm starting to feel like we need 2 bullets. But let's see how we go. So I think we need it's a contested strength check, right?
And because I'm raging, I do get to keep my advantage.
You do. So let's go. So do you want to give us your strength check first?
Strength
Not a saving throw. Yeah, it's +4.
17.
11. Here comes the bullet. Now, come on, lads. Come on. Don't be one of these sessions where I roll shit all night. Oh my.
Please be one of those sessions where David rolls shit all night.
Not one.
This is
Don't be one of those
image,
sessions when I roll shit. What?
This is the image of like the Scales grabbing the bullet with the nose is when you're trying to wrestle something out your dog's mouth.
Yeah. I fucking know Shaq is in the memes channel right now. Don't be one of those nights where I roll shit all night. Dave rolled shit all night. Dave rolled natural 1. Wow. Okay. Cool. So that it is currently grappled.
He is grappled, and he is also being harassed by my ancestral protectors.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
a
So
long shark. Punch it in the face.
if he attacks anyone else but you, he is at disadvantage, right?
True.
Okay. Is that it for you?
That is it for Scales. He's not going anywhere.
Orixium, you're up.
Erixium will swiftly put the letter inside his breastplate. With this creature being grappled, does that cause it any disadvantages to being attacked? Like, is it at advantage? Because
Let's look up the grapple condition. Grappled.
Advantage to attack things that are grappled.
I don't think in the condition of grapple. Zips, a grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends. Condition also no. So it's just its speed becomes 0.
I'm thinking of restrained.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
he
speeds it. I
will-
love having Reprobate Gamer in chat. He's just like way quicker than me looking it up.
I thought it was
Because he
restrained.
just
I was
knows
thinking
it.
definitely.
It's like we're like our community is so much the richer for having
share the experience.
Reprobate Gamer in it.
other
Obviously
than
not just for knowing the rules, just for being an awesome GM as well.
Tom has an expansive wealth of knowledge in the Forgotten Realms as well, so that's also useful.
Good old rep. Anyway, yeah.
Right, so in that case,
What's Erixium doing?
Erixium is gonna turn, pull his sword, point it at this creature, and say, "You picked the wrong time to interrupt." Oh yeah. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, and attempt with the creature now. Hexblade's cursed. Slash at it with the longsword.
Okay.
24 for 9 points.
24 will do it, yeah. As the longsword, you can see now as you get closer to this thing and you swing the longsword, it looks like it's been in a recent battle. There are look like heavy puncture wounds in it, and it looks like it's taken a lot of damage. A lot of the plates have been bent inwards by something with a bigger toothy maw than it, and it looks like it's not at its full strength.
Similar to proper worm-sized jaws that we recently
If you would like to make an intelligence check, you can. If you'd like to verify that.
for free.
Oh, of course, out of turn.
Intelligence.
Johnny, does this creature have feelings? Go, Rixium, fucking wipe the floor with it, says Shaq.
He's getting
Intelligence save.
pain right now.
Oh, that's
Hard to tell. Maybe after the combat, you can climb up it. Nothing has feelings in D&D except horny. Somebody bonk him with a horny stick. It's maybe afterwards you can do a more sort of considered sort of exploration or whatever the word I'm looking for is. But as it stands now, it's hard to turn. Anyway, back to your turn. If you got you have a second attack, right?
we do. Let's slash him again.
Another slash.
20. I'll take the 23.
We'll take the 23.
Another 6 points.
Another 6 points. Oh, sorry, I'm after moving it. My apologies. Another 6 points of damage. So I'm just doop. Again, as the blade just slashes through, you can see now. Had this thing not been in combat, you reckon that might not have done it. And but luckily that blade slides under one of its thick armor plates. You hear it screech as it rears back, scales hanging on the front there, almost like a bucking bronco. But Scales' grip is true as this thing begins to thrash. Is that it for Rixium?
That is it.
Moving on to Robert.
Robert is going to stay exactly where he is to use his steady aim. And then he is going to throw his... Where is it gone? Silver Dagger of Returning.
Silver Dagger of Returning.
I think it's going to cut right through the middle of Arixium and Scales to smack this being.
Okay. Robert. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. 24 to hit.
Did I roll that at advantage?
You did not.
I'll roll it again just in case.
Yeah, just roll another, yeah.
We'll
take the first damage, so if that's alright with you.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And the damage is better anyway.
24 for 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. As Robert just... The blade dances along his fingers in this sort of mesmerizing and hypnotic dance, and he just flicks it. And it... straight between... where is Robert there? There he is. Straight between Scales and Rixium. And as the creature just rears up, Scales begins to lose his grip on these massive jaws, and as it parts just a little bit, the blade shoots in. You hear this wet squelch, Scales. You look over and you see Robert just giving you one of those chin inclines as the blade disappears and returns to Robert's hand. Is there anything else Robert would like to do?
No, that is it for Robert. Oh wait, hang on. No, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. That's it for Robert.
Okay, Derek. What's Derek got?
I just asked him in chat. I'm just waiting for him to answer. You got all your spell slots, buddy. So what do you want to do?
All your spell slots, yeah.
I think I know what he'd want to do. Less Scales, Rixium, and Robert. Okay, there we go. That's what we're doing then. Okay, so Derek is going to do... you don't have Bless prepared. Uh-oh.
You just took it. No, you didn't take a long rest.
We're going to do Banishment, I think. No, Okay, I'm going to do a Guiding Bolt for you, buddy, to get this going, okay?
Alright.
Fuck the wizard. What have I
Fuck
done?
the wizard.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna do Guiding Bolt.
They mean me, not you, Ryan, I think.
Oh, in that case, yeah, fuck the wizard.
11 to hit is a miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, then okay, I'll do Banishment next time, Johnny. Yeah, that's it for Derek. Then apart from I'll move him 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna come around to there. Okay.
This is where you find out the bullet has counterspell.
Let's go. Move on to Mazzello. Mazzello, what have you got, buddy?
I am thinking I am going to do... Yeah, I'm going to... Wait, can you do it on it? 3 creatures. He's considered a creature, right?
Yes, it is considered a creature. This is a...
Monstrosity, I think they are, aren't they?
I think they are, yeah. It doesn't... huge monstrosity.
Yeah.
So he's not a creature then.
No, monstrosities are creatures. Creatures is like any living things. Construct. It's like if it's a construct, it's not a creature.
In that case, I'm going to bane it.
Burn, roll, 1, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So, what's a wisdom saving throw?
It is, yes.
Boop.
No, charisma.
Charisma, okay, cool. I will roll again. Oh, shit. That's a 4. It's got -3 in this. It is currently baned.
Yes, it is baned. So, yeah, that's until the, where is it? 1 minute, so good luck with that.
Okay, let's let's stick a little. What will we put on? We'll put a little ninja mask on. No, we won't. Let's, because I can't barely fucking. Put a little pink dot. No. Oh yeah. I think we'll put a red dot. There we go. Boop boop boop. That's it for Mazzello then, is it?
Yeah.
Ren, what have you got, buddy?
So it's got a bit of red on it. I messed that up. Okay. Yeah, I have an idea. Can I get an intelligence saving throw, DC 17, off that, please?
Okay. Why?
I'm casting a thing, but it's just not loading. 1 second.
That's okay. I'm just curious myself.
Synaptic static.
Here's its intelligence is 2, so that's the first one.
It fails. Yeah.
I don't think, does that work? A creature with intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be effective with this spell.
Yeah. 2. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. Can I?
To the room, motherfucker.
Yeah, fair. I wouldn't have known that. That's fair. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna recant. That's fair.
No, I wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Bullets are not noted for the charisma. Northern Inns says Kermit OS. You're dead right, buddy. As was fucking just proved right. Look at Red just fucking it out of there.
Yeah, I just dumped one of my strongest spells in this thing and it did nothing. Ren is going like, fuck this.
Oh yeah, Ren casts like expeditious retreat and gets the fuck out of dodge. Okay, cool. Is that it? So it currently grappled Greater Bullet. It doesn't have disadvantage in this thing. It is going to make a bite. It's going to make 1 bite and 2 claw attacks against scales. Let's do the claws first. Boop boop. Oh god, that's on the other side. It's a 21 on 24. About 2 hits. Let's see what we got. 1, 2. So you're going with what was it? 11 and 9. Oh, what's the 4? Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. So 20 points of slashing. You're raging half down to 10.
I hate to be the
Yeah.
we forgot the homework guy, but it was reckless, so the
Yes,
Oh shit,
it has
good call.
advantage.
It's only an extra 4 slashing, but thank you very much. But on a critical hit, you are swallowed and you're automatically dead. Can you roll up a new character? Only joking. That's 24 points of damage, half to 12. Thank you very much. This may come into play with the bite because this is a pretty horrific. Here we go. As it sees you now, it shakes, and you feel your grip just beginning to come loose, and you find yourself now in the front of this creature, like holding its
Holding
mouth
on by the
shut
teeth?
like this. Yeah, but trying to clamp its mouth shut. And as it's thrashing around, it's going to make a bite attack with advantage.
Dave, after Johnny's
Yeah.
comment in chat, I can
Yeah.
target 6 creatures with Synaptic Static. Can I hit Dark with that?
No. So that's an 18 or an 18.
That hits.
It hits. Okay, so here
Don't
comes the
forget
bite.
you got the bane.
Oh, do you want, so I have to roll a d4 and subtract that, right?
Yeah.
That's a 14.
Doesn't hit.
What's your AC?
15.
I'm going to add a d4 boon. Do I have a boon? I have a boon. I'm going to use my
I
boon.
tried.
Thank you very much, guys. Stop, he's already dead. Don't forget to roll on the crit table. Thank you very much, Rapid Gamer. Let's do the crit table first. So that is a hit with the bite. Here comes a D100. I always forget to do that for myself. 36 on the crit
What
table.
damage did I take for the bite, though?
Yeah, I haven't rolled that yet. This is where this is the shit part. So 36, you're able to maneuver towards your opponent and attempt to harass him. I can attempt to grapple you. I don't think I can do that if I'm currently grappled, right? You can't grapple each other. That's a Shaq Fu thing, I think.
I like to think that I'm just like Scales is now like
I think
down at the guys from
you can grapple
inside
a
the Jaws. He's like, hey guys, I'm in its mouth.
I can just imagine. You can, says Tom. I can just imagine Shaq Fu in the tower. Hey, you want to get grappled?
I'm the thingy, and this is scaled. He's going like, oh my God.
Okay, cool. So let's first. Right. So that's a free grapple. Let's do a strength check again. This is fucking ridiculous. So here comes. The bullet has a 17 scaled. So you've got an advantage in this because you're.
Raging. 21.
Okay, so it doesn't manage to grapple you. But I am going to roll the damage for the bite now. It says, luckily you're raging. If I can think of anyone, it would be you to get this. 36 piercing. If the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. Until its grapple ends, the bullet can only bite the grappled creature and has advantage on attack rolls to do so. And it is rather large, so yeah, I think it's
piercing and slashing. Okay, so I'm okay for piercing, so that's 18.
That's 18, yeah. We got our guys in chat. Facts, just Shaq. Got a nickel for every time I've been asked if I want to be grappled. If I could grapple my own nickel, I'll
if
never
the
leave the
target
house.
is medium or smaller, it is grappled.
You're medium scales.
So I'm medium, so I am grappled.
You're large in our
so
hearts.
I ended up in the mouth regardless of
Yeah.
the
I wish we had someone that could storyboard this fucking this
Until
combat.
Bertha can only bite me. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
well,
get
it's coming at you like Cleopatra. Now, I think is the time for me to use my thing and go to the gem layer, and I'm going to roll action for that. And roll action for that. And I'm going to reorder the turn order. Boop 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 boop.
Going back to the 90s, 90s cartoons, guys.
It's coming.
And move that to the.
I don't appreciate things being
Token
added
layer.
to the combat when I've started my writing.
Go to there. And move to the token layer.
Tell him.
Zip zap skibbity bap. Here we go. So, oh shit, I'm have to zoom in right in. Okay, top of the round. We are at scale. Sackley, what would you like to do, buddy?
Scales.
This thing is thrashing around now, and
from
it's
his amazing
clamped down.
position in the mouth with his mace here. He's going to. Oh, he's going to take a reckless swing at the thing's eyes. Why not?
I thought you were going to say boop the snoot.
No, I think the snoot would be
No!
like he'd have to.
No.
He's like,
Bad
let
bullet.
me go, let me go. So that is a 18 to hit.
18 is its AC. So that is a hit for
So
13 points
it
of
gets
bludgeoning damage.
13,
Okay.
and a second swing. And you know what? He will boop the snoop on the way back this time.
No.
Or try to. It's a 15 to hit.
Put it down. Bad bullet. Wow, it took Dave 40 whole minutes. I did not make the sexual innuendo. I just laid the groundwork for you guys to pick it up as a sexual innuendo. But it was not my intention. Indeed. Second attack is an 11.
15.
15. Oh yes, of course, because you're reckless. 15 and 14 is a miss. Do you have a boon?
I do have a boon, and I'm going to attempt to use that boon.
Ah, look. Technomancer Kate on point. She's already taken my boon away from me.
4.
Oh,
So
that makes it a hit.
A 19 to hit.
Okay.
For another 14 damage.
As you swing again, just clamped in the jaws of this massive bullet. You can see now, you can see Scale just smashing, and just it kind of tosses Scales up and catches him again. Scales kind of hanging on with the two arms. It's now the butt of the mace. Bang, 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 and Scales just hammering the shit out of this bullet for how much? Another 14 points of damage.
For another 14 points.
It
indeed.
is screeching, high-pitched screeching and yelping sound as it thrashes around Scales again like a bucking bronco hanging on.
It has been reduced in speed by 10 points because of my slasher.
Slash. Okay.
Oh wait,
okay.
wait. Bish bash bash. What kind of damage is that? No, that's bludgeoning. Never mind. But
Okay.
it does get pushed back. I think 10 feet if I can find which one that is.
I think its speed has been reduced to 0, so you can't force move something.
Oh, true. Well, it's when I hit it with an attack with the mace. I think it is. It gets...
I think force movement doesn't count as movement speed because it's being pushed.
Okay.
Does it count on a larger?
Do you need to push it back 10 feet? Oh, we can do that. Reprobate
I
still
don't
in
think
chat. Give us a steer on this, buddy. I'm the story guy. It's like I love having Reprobate gamer in chat because he just knows.
Forced movement does not entice attacks of opportunity.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't.
I'm just wondering how you force it back when you're on top of it. Look, let's move it back 10 feet. Do you want to move it back 10 feet?
Yes.
Let's move it back 10 feet. You're going to come with it, though.
Yes. Can I do the contested
No.
DC 15 to get out of its mouth?
I do believe you won that last time, did you not?
I did, but then because of the D100,
Oh, sorry, of course.
wait.
Yes. Let's do another one. Zips. Come on, lads. I have to get this one.
20
16.
versus 16. So
Oh,
you
lads.
just see Scales inside the mouth reach up, and he like does that thing where he like forces the mouth open and is standing.
You're still hanging on to it.
Oh, I'm still like on it. I'm just
Okay.
now holding its mouth open.
Okay, cool.
I'm no longer grappled.
Eryxium.
Eryxium, seeing Scales in this creature's mouth, smack it, and it tear backwards, will go 5, 10. I'm assuming he can still hit it, seeing as Scales is effectively in it.
Of course you can, yeah.
Scales
Do your
is up
worst, sir.
here.
Do your worst.
You hit it down here.
He'll go for the jugular of the land shark.
You can grab its dick and twist it. Jesus Christ, lads. All day today, I was going like, I'm kind of worried about throwing this thing at them because, but obviously I have to throw more. Jack, 2 Tarasks? 2 Tarasks? I think 2 Tarasks. Does everyone have X1 now? I think they do. Let's fucking go, says Shaq. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that is a 29. Stephen, what do we do in a crit?
We smite.
We smite on a crit. Okay, cool. So I assume you're going to smite in a crit.
Absolutely, it's the law.
It is the law. I didn't break the law. I am the law.
Good. Oh, it's a juicy one.
Fucking hell.
So that would be 15 points of slashing and an enormous 35 points of radiant.
But isn't the radiant doubled? Because it's a crit?
That is doubled. 68.
79.
No, that's already doubled. It's 35 is doubled.
Oh, okay. Thank God for
68
that.
as opposed to
Yes, 2 of them. Nice, as Kermac OS. I know, right? Okay, cool. So that's 50 points of damage. Jesus Christ. What does this look like? This has to be fucking some Super Saiyan shit. As Eryxium just strides up.
He strides up and then he brings the sword and kind of golf club swings it under the chin. Just an explosion of radiant energy.
Nice. Yeah, as you see this longsword just swing up and this flash of bright light for a second over your shoulder, you see the body of Sir Vordek just begin to glow with this platinum light, and for a second, Eryxium, you see in a split second, you see a moment of what looks like a very ornate and wider and longer, powerful longsword wielded in your hand, and you just feel that sense of purpose and that sense of destiny, and there's a warmth and a swelling in your heart as you feel this is destined for you.
Absolutely. It's canon now.
It is canon. All we need is a radiant cannon. Moving on, if that's it for Eryxium. I mean,
no,
geez, what? Oh, you have a second attack.
Let's swing again.
Christ.
As he comes downward this time. 21.
That's going to hit.
Another 8 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm going to move this back because every time I click it, it snaps to the grid. -8. Yeah, Jesus. After that long slash, you just like throw the longsword in. It pierces right in. You twist it and pull it out, and you see this thick brownish yellow liquid begin to just pulse out, almost as if some sort of circulatory system is pushing it out. It lands on the ground and sizzles as this creature begins to scream. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that will do.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift ping us to where we're over to here on the Twitch. How are we looking there? We are good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because maybe I think Kay was doing her thing. Yeah, pretty ruined it. Moving on, Robert.
Robert is going to bonus action insightful fighting the creature.
Okay.
Having watched a few rounds now. So
Indeed.
I need to, let me throw it in the chat. I make a wisdom insight check against the creature against its deceit.
Okay, so that's a charisma thing, is it? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a charisma. It's a deception check. It's got -3 on this, Robert. So do you want to make your? What is it? It's an insight check. Let's get your insight check first.
Insight is.
That's a fucking 10 for a 27. This thing is -3. That's an 11. I'm getting roast-micated here. Let's take the hat off.
I mean, technically there's Bane as well, but I think that's.
Oh yeah, let's do the Bane for the fucking shit of it. -D4.
I need to create a one-shot for February, and it's on an all-bard party, and they face off against these, and it's just called Bullet for my Valentine.
Nice.
You think charisma is your ally? Aye, it is, because I have none. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's a fail. So now I do believe you have an advantage, isn't that correct?
I have an advantage.
All right.
Let's stick with the Dagger of Returning.
Dagger of Returning.
Yes. Ooh, or maybe Ghostly Dagger, psychic damage. Silver Dagger of Returning. I like the notion of it.
Holy shit, that's a lot of dice.
19 for 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Yeah, it is going to take all of that. And again, the ghostly dagger just shoots in through its mouth with a sickening squelch as it punches my microphone. It just lands in there and you think the thing screeches again. You can see now it's slowing down and it looks incredibly hurt. Anything else you'd like to do?
While not moving, Robert also decided to sketch the monster, as he likes to do. Because he's not moving about, so he's got time, you know?
Yeah, he does. He
just likes to think that he did a good job of showing that it was wounded and whatnot. There it is! Complete with scales in its mouth.
Can you take a picture and stick that up? I need both of those put up into the stream in the aftermath, please. Or the art channel, whichever one you like. And if you guys are wondering where all those pictures are going to go, they're going to end up in our Discord, which should, I think the link should pop up there at some point in our chat. Feel free to join our Discord. Kermit, I think you're new enough here. Jump in, we'll get you on a game, and let's play some D&D.
I've been storyboarding, Dave. It's going up as it progresses.
Is that it for Robert?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, moving on. Darak. Fucking hell, lads! I was really worried about this. He was.
Okay, he doesn't like.
Did I get a boon? Who gave me the boon? Thank you, Tom.
Because he's an asshole. No. Right, we're gonna sacred flame this Gagule on the wall. If I can find it on your sheet. So DC 17 dex save.
Oh, okay. I can do this. +0. I'm feeling like it's a -0 at this stage because of my luck, but here we go. Minus a D4.
No. This was for the thing on the rock.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, I see. You are going to... Yeah, no, you can see that. Okay, cool. Let's go. Into deck saving throw.
I need a stone, so hopefully it won't be too good. No, so he takes 6 points of radiant damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay,
Someone
lads.
please tell the accountant what initiative invisible thing that was.
It's on initiative 12, and the other one's on initiative 11.
I have them separated by initiative. I need to know which one took them.
Jesus Christ. You need to drop a fucking picture of how you do your notes into the chat as well, streaming the aftermath. Time to take my paladin out for a game. Have fun, y'all. Play it, please. If someone dies, okay, we will. Okay, cool. So that is a hit. How much damage does it take?
6 radiant.
6 radiant damage. Yeah, it screeches and looks down and it is pissed. It's okay, Fizz. Stay.
I think that's it for him.
That's it? Okay. That was Darak. Mazzella, what have you got?
Yeah, I really wish I hadn't rolled initiative back to back on these two, but there we go. I am going to cast one willing creature. Oh, I thought there was more. Fuck. Okay, no, I'm not going to cast that then. I'm going to do Fuck it, we're going to do the best thing I know how to do. We're going to do some Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians again. Tell everyone what your Spirit Guardians look like,
So,
and how they manifest themselves.
They almost come out as like a mirror reflection from my own armor, as they essentially like pop out as if they're like projections from my armor and surround me in this circle.
I've got Conan the Destroyer vibes when they all step out of the mirrors.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Oh yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're coming from the shield, from these armor rather than from the mirrors and stuff. Yeah. And so they step out and it's all Dragonborns armored up in their platinum armor, the same as Mazelu is, and they also now all have that very familiar scar that Mazelu has. So they all surround me as I'm going to step towards this bullet. I think I can just about squeeze into that corner. You can tell me if I can't.
Unfortunately,
there,
no. Yeah, you can go there. Yeah, yeah, you can see it there. If it's a line of sight thing, that's fine. If it's a reach thing, it's not.
Well, no, because it's around me, right? It's an aura.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is your area of effect. Of course, that's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that, and I will roll the damage so that we've got that ready.
Okay, cool. So we're going to stick over here on this stream. We like to roll the damage for this kind of stuff, and we keep it. So it's it just kind of makes things a lot easier. So that's 19.
16.
16.
The Divine Strike is only for melee, I believe. Yeah.
So it's when it enters it on its turn, or starts its turn there. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I'll throw it up in the chat so that we've got the exact wording.
I think we have this most weeks. I think it's just when it enters it for the first time.
Yeah, yes. So on its turn, I think. When you cast a spell, you can an effective creature speed.
When it enters it for the first time, is technically when it's on you.
Okay, cool. So you want to wisdom saving throw? Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, sorry, that's a gargoyle. Give me 1 second now. Let me just get the greater bullet up here. Fucking hell, I need a greater bullet to take you guys on. Wisdom +0. Look at that, and 20 on the other side. What's this? A 15 minus a D4. Oh, was it you that cast? No, it was Derek that cast Bane, so that's still concentration. He hasn't taken damage. Here's a D4. It doesn't matter because it still failed. That is a 12. So it's going to take how much damage?
16.
Oh, you see these spectral dragonborn just begin to tear strips out of this now, and mediocre bullet. No, I did not. That was a Bane. Yeah, and just these things begin to. You know what you need now? I said, ask. ask me again, Shaq. Yeah, these things are tearing strips out of it now. It's not in a good place. Is that it for Mazelu?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, moving on to this creature here. It is which one is this now? It's that one there. It's going to use its fly speed. It's going to fly over this. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it's going to attack Mazelu. It has an elevated position, so it has advantage on this.
Is it close enough to me that it got hit by the Guardians?
Yes, it is.
So
it's within your 30 feet. So I mean, yeah, that's a good shout. They're not the most intelligent of creatures. As this thing is going to make a wisdom saving throw. It's got +0. That is a lads. My rolls are dog shite tonight. How much damage will it take?
16.
16. That's a chunk out of it there. Nice, Carrick. I like it. -16. It's gonna make 2 attacks. One was bite and one was claws. Bite, claws. Bite, claws. 18 and 21.
Yes, it is both.
There's 5 piercing. Can I get a DC 10 concentration check, please? If you have Warcaster, you get to roll with advantage.
16.
We have entered Twisted Stick area, Shakfu. 16, that is a success. Second attack with the claws, I need another. It's another DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
25.
Yeah, this is not your first rodeo. That's all it can do is the gargoyle. Yeah, you see, it's almost like these Ray Harryhausen stop motion, like wing movements as it flies over. It flies into your spirit guardians, which is this sort of 30-foot globe, and it's like and it screeches in pain. But then it's almost like kind of wading through it's got a dirty pond, and wait for Shaq to come and to completely
Dirty
misuse that
pond.
dirty pond. I'm sure if you look that up on the Urban Dictionary, there is something called a dirty pond. Anyway, as it flies through, takes these 2 swipes at you. They are strangely, they hurt, they sting, but you're like, I expected more. Indeed.
And the second one got blocked by my ancestral guardians, who rallied in time to come over and shield Mizelu from the second attack, regaining all 6 points of the damage taken there, since it didn't do 14 points of damage.
Fucking hell. Thanks, Johnny. That's 100 bits for Scales. Okay, then the second gargoyle is going to move. Second gargoyle is going to fly over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's going to attack Scales. You ready, Scales?
Yes.
Look at Ren all the way back in the fucking corridor.
Can I get
Don't
a
worry.
wisdom save, please?
Oh, yeah.
I have plans.
Because he's still
I have
just in
plans
the
for
area.
you, Chad. 13.
So he takes 16 radiant as well.
These guys are not intelligent, and they're just yeah. So he's going to make another. The DM is not intelligent either. But anyway, he's going to make 2 attacks against Scales. Here we go. Zip zap skibbity bap. Bite, claw.
Both at advantage.
17 and a 22.
Both hit.
Boop. 7 piercing, 6 slashing, 13 down to 12, half to 6 points of damage.
6 points.
Ren.
Cool. Slow.
Shaq through.
Still in range of this.
As well. Is it in Urban Dictionary, Shaq? Sorry, go on.
1 second, I actually want to double check the range on this because I think I'm in range of this. But
Another 300, another 3d4 for Scales. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.
yeah, I'm just in range. Cool. Can I get a deck save from the bullet?
What the fuck did you just cast?
Immolate.
Immolation.
It's actually
One of
DC
my-
17. It's not factoring the one that
One of
we're
my
on edge.
favorite death metal bands. This is a deck
Dex.
save. Boop. I feel like I've -0 on this. Oh Jesus, it's in there.
17 is DC.
So what's it gonna take?
26 points of fire damage, and it's on fire.
It's in more importantly, it's in flames. I think
Yeah,
Shaq will get that one.
And it sheds bright light now in a 30-foot radius, and
Well,
then light in additional
not
30
for
foot.
long, buddy, because I want to know how this thing meets its end.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was fair. Ren, after getting his line back, he's gonna be like, actually, and he's just gonna turn around and point at this thing, and as he done before, he just clicks his fingers, and inside its mouth, like deep inside its throat, because Scales is holding it open, just something just bursts into flames, and it probably vomits Scales out or something.
No, it just explodes from the back end
Yeah. Oh.
as this immolation goes out.
So
And
it had a few too many Guinnesses. Got it.
well, it had a few too many fucking adventurers before.
Fireballs,
this, but,
maybe.
Scales is going to write it down going,
Hey, breakfast. Man, so Brett's here. Brett, I fucking told you. I was worried about this thing wiping the floor with them. They've already killed it, man. We're going to have to bang our heads together to come up with something fucking absolutely terrifying. And I think it's going to have to be 2 Tarasques. But I think Brett knows. I think Vindaloo after a load of points. Yeah, so that's gone. I am going to say that these two gargoyles are going to fly away. You can take as many attacks of opportunities you like, but they will you either destroy them or they're not. But it's kind of a waste of our time because we're only a 3-hour stream. But we're going to move on, and that's the end of the battle. I think we have a lot to get through tonight. Let's get rid of.
shark wearing pants.
Do you want it to have been wearing pants?
Not
Well,
anymore.
I'm just wondering, did it have pockets?
Cut off jeans? It did not, unfortunately.
Did it wear the brown pants?
I mean, the whole cave wall behind it is wearing the fucking brown pants
Nice.
because it has been absolutely smooshed, and its innards are now its outers.
Okay,
or
so
outwards.
while everyone else was distracted over fighting that creature and Robert was standing right beside the corpse on the ground, was there anything more to be looted from that corpse?
Oh yes, there were. There was magical plates. There was a magical shield, and there wasn't a magical sword.
See Stephen fucking rolling up ready. Look at him.
Is it safe to say all those things have now disappeared into pockets while everyone
No,
was
they're not
distracted?
pocketable items.
Half plate armor.
It's a shield. They're
The
not pocketable
plate?
items.
Oh wait, by plate you meant plate
Like,
armor, not
Half
like
plate armor.
magic
Yeah.
plate.
Not like ornamental plates.
like
With
the
like
with the
busted,
king's
with
picture
the
on them.
queen on them. No.
yeah,
No.
yeah. Oh, okay then.
King. Yeah, the king. Fuck
That's
the
already
king.
king. Yeah.
It could have been a magic plate of always refilling and with only your tastiest treat foods, you know?
Or a
Your
magic
scales are showing.
cone of infinite tingling num-nums.
Well, that's what Scales would want. I think Robert
Absolutely.
would like
Would you like to
little
save the world?
bushes for while he's eating.
Scales would,
Amuse-bouches.
Scales would have no teeth in a month.
Scales is the ultimate amuse-bouche.
I just see Scales licking a 9-volt battery all day.
Hungry.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as this thing just flops down with a wet, sickening thud. The back end of it blown out now, and there's just these. Shut the fuck
I didn't
up.
blow its back out. Don't be saying that, Dave.
Crazy.
This is like, it's not even fucking 9 o'clock, lads. Come on.
You're the one who said it.
We're gonna get fucking.
Yeah, but
cancelled
she's the one
'cause
that
of Dave.
laughed. Twitch are gonna fucking kick us off. So yeah, it's well, so the whole arse end of it blown out. Is that any better?
No.
No, okay. But there's innards and entrails and outrails and intrails all just exploded along the western corridor there, and it lands with a flop. Scales, you can move your token over to the fallen Sir Vordek. Phrasing says it's a map. And what are the rest of you doing?
As soon as the creature falls, Erixium is straight back over to Vordek's body to secure it from Robert. He needs to make sure that the shield, the plate, and there was a third
The
thing,
helmet,
wasn't
wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was a hammer. Yeah, a hat.
He had a magic hat.
Can we at least
yeah.
say the hat is
Attention to
secretive in a
detail,
way?
people.
Nice.
Right now, that page man. So there you go, Dave. You got your storyboard.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, it was armor, it was plate, a shield, and it was a helm.
I think so.
We look back.
Maybe-
Let's say it's a helm for now. So what's happening?
Well, Ren, as I think we discussed potentially identifying these things and figuring out what they do when this thing was I think that was part of the topic of conversation. Will be
Okay.
taking out his spell book and getting ready his components for identifying things in the ritual. And was like, I'm assuming you guys want to know what these things do before we set out. They could be helpful.
Okay. So just to set the scene, I'm going to zoom this map out a little bit. Derek across the way. Yeah, I'm going to shift ping. You can see there is what looks like some sort of translucent green bridge spanning this 10, 15, 20 foot crevasse. And beneath it, there's this fast rushing river, but it's got this bioluminescence in it. And at the odd time you see this, it sort of lifts up and sort of reaches out. Not any sort of visible appendage or any kind of humanoid like arm or leg or anything like that. It just seems to reach out, and then it'll fall back in. The bridge itself does not look. I'm gonna move Derek up just so everyone can see it, and I'm going to shift ping that. Hopefully our people on stream can see that. Yeah. So and it does not look solid. It doesn't look. It doesn't look substantial, so there is a kind of a worry. That, I mean, look, that's future part. Here, hang on one sec. Fizzy, lie down, and stop being a dog. Okay, cool. So
Be a cat instead.
just take a night off. Take a night off. She just scooches over all the time, and then it's like sits on my mouse. So anyway, but I love you. I really do. So yeah, you can see that over there, close to where Derek is as well. I'm going to shift ping this. There are some very, very thick and leathery looking mushrooms that almost like expand with this sort of breathing motion, and they sort of exhale these spores that kind of float up, and they just kind of puff out of these things, and then they sort of swim towards Darek and float, and then they just kind of move away. And it almost seems like they're drawn towards the bioluminescence of the river, and then they begin to just get swept downstream in the air, almost like in the current of the river itself, but not within the river. You can see now there is bioluminescence from the river, the bridge, and there are these things here and here and here. They all give off this purplish and pink light as well. But with all that scene setting done, Orixium, Ren, and Robert, you're crowded around the fallen Sir Vordek, Paladin from long ago. Mazzellu and Scales, you are right beside the recently destroyed and violated Bullet, and Darek is considering going on a trip with some mushrooms over there. Shaq
No,
Foos
he's
is
not. He's coming back.
oh shit, the mushroom people, they're in the air. They're like Phil Collins, buddy. They're in the air tonight. So what's going on?
Ran is offering to identify the magic on these items for the others because he had detect magic up.
Or is he offering to identify the rogue? I mean, let's be clear here.
Well, he's more so doing that to be like, hey, I'll identify these, to kind of be like,
They're catalogued and everyone knows that they're here.
Yeah, it's that one, we know that they're here, we know what they do, and like,
Okay.
Robert's being weird and pushy about this.
I'm picking up what
Ren's
you're putting
getting in the way before violence breaks out.
Okay, the floor is open.
Yeah. So it's like, right, may as well figure out what these do before we proceed any further. They could be useful.
These are relics of our temple. We must discover if they are known.
What do you mean by discover if they're known?
Tell us what they do.
Oh yeah, I can figure out. I don't know legend lore or anything, but I can figure out what their general abilities are. Yeah, and Randall pop down he'll pop down with his spellbook and flick it open to the page where he has the runes and symbols for identify, and start plonking items on top of it and doing his thing. Take about 10 minutes.
And
Okay,
while
so you're-
Ren,
yep.
I'm sorry,
No,
I
go
was
on.
going to say while Ren's preparing, Orixium, excuse me, will look to Robert and say, "You may not take possession of anything until we know what it is. Leave him do his work and stay away." And Orixium will go
Jesus.
over this side of him, and in this square will begin digging. He'll use his
Okay.
shield if he has to. He doesn't have a shovel.
It's okay.
Well, I have a shovel in the bag of holding. Does he want the shovel?
If you see him scraping with a shield and offer a
Yeah,
shovel, he will take the shovel.
Rand will be like, shovel.
He will take the
What
shovel.
did you call me?
Robert's going to lean back against the wall in a very
Dejected.
no, not dejected. He's like, he got one leg cocked against the wall, and he's like in a very sort of like man about town pose, and sure, he'll play with one of his daggers. Why not? Pick his nails, that kind of thing. Like
Right,
very
small.
dapper little appearance. He's not bothered by the threat.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to try and work out what is useful off of this bullet, and basically I ask for Scales' help to, essentially, I'm sure Scales would be more than happy to cut away the shit that I want them to cut away. So,
I think we're looking at an old creature loot here, are we?
yeah.
That and maybe
You better
take meat
believe it.
because
Fucking yeah. Good.
we
Yeah.
need food. We need food.
So,
Take meat.
Scales had been sort of picking his way through the corpse mess to make it towards the water that he heard in the distance, but he will turn around and help you butcher this carcass.
Okay.
I hear that makes
sees
great
Scales-
fertilizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more that he sees Scales like chopping the shit out of this thing, and he's just trying to direct Scales into grabbing certain parts without
Yeah.
breaking them.
That's cool. Okay, so let's move on to the identify first. So you are identifying the half plate, you're identifying the helm, and you're
Yes.
identifying the
Shield.
what's the other thing? The
Shield.
shield.
That Robert almost demanded and attempted. We were about to start PvP when the bullet turned up.
So the shield is a shield +1.
Yes.
The half plate is last stand half plate.
Oh fuck!
What does
Yeah.
that do?
Oh shit! Okay, I need that.
Okay, I think okay. We have a taker, and what was it? The helm is a helm of comprehend languages.
That is useful for most
So
people.
I'm gonna
My
drop
boy
in.
Tyrion has that.
I'm gonna drop in the last stand half plate.
That's fucking.
I think
dope.
this really suits Mazzello actually.
It's actually fucking dope.
isn't it?
It is.
So armor half plate, very rare. You have a +1 bonus to AC while wearing this, which shimmers softly. If you die wearing the armor, it is destroyed, and each celestial fey, each celestial fey and fiend within 30 feet of you must succeed in a DC 15 Charisma saving throw, or be banished to its home plane of existence unless it's already there.
How is it not destroyed then this time?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't killed by
Poison.
If you die while wearing the armor.
Ah.
That's
I think
a fair
that-
point. Yeah, that is a fair point. It's not. It's gone.
Did they have it in its bag?
No, he was wearing it. You're right.
So we know we don't get the half plate armor. It's just
Unfortunately, no. Yeah.
Is
good
it
call.
just normal armor then? The magic
yeah,
destroys?
yeah, absolutely. It's something I did not consider because I was in a rush while I was creating this guy. So unfortunately, yeah.
It's your game. You can change it. I wondered
Yeah.
how it was.
No.
I thought it was a
no,
magical
no,
reason.
no.
Absolutely fine. No. You were dead right.
I just
And,
thought it was
yeah,
a
so-
magical reason. It was I was still around. I was trying to work out why. That's what
Because
it
the
was.
platinum dragon wanted Mazzello to have it.
No.
There you go.
Unfortunately, it's gone.
I feel like this should be a luck roll.
I mean, within this kind of distance from the river of Vigo, the Carpathia, I think there's some magical fuckery going on.
I'll give you a luck roll. And I'll come up. Yeah, it's absolutely. DM made a bollocks of this, but I'll give you a luck roll. What would you like on a successful wisdom saving throw? He was not wearing it. Sorry, on evens he wasn't wearing it. On odds he was wearing it. What do you want?
Is
Even
it
though-
attunement?
Could I swap it round? That it's odds. He
Yeah,
wasn't
you can
wearing
choose whatever you want.
it. Okay, so I'm hoping to get an odds.
So odds he wasn't wearing it, and it was stowed, and he was attacked while he had his armor off in the Underdark.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
camping. Taking off sleep.
Yes, I fucking knew it. I always
Okay,
roll
cool.
odds.
So so he was ambushed. It sure does happen, buddy. And look, it's not going to be the first time. No, it won't be the last time. I am not a perfect DM, and I've never claimed to be.
It
No,
makes
no.
absolute perfect sense. He was using the half plate as a desk to write his letter. It
As he was dying.
Yeah, he took the breastplate off.
Actually,
and
in fairness, he didn't. Yeah, he was.
died slowly, didn't he?
He was dying. That is a very fair point.
he knew what the armor
um,
did, and he took it off because he knew that whoever found it would need it.
Look at all the support I have for my players. When there's an amazing magical artifact
Don't
over
worry, Dave.
grabs.
You're smarter than you think you are. Don't worry, Dave. You knew what you were doing. Don't lie.
Just to confirm, the only reason I questioned it was because I was trying to work out whether there was an extra story plot point that meant that it
No,
didn't appear.
in this occasion, normally there is, Ryan, but
That's
yeah.
why I figured. I was like, Dave's got
Yeah.
some sneaky shit up his sleeve.
no,
like-
unfortunately, not this
So,
time.
like, now that we've identified it, can Robert have the shield?
No, I haven't identified that yet.
It's a shield +1 and a helm of comprehend languages.
Yeah, but first of all,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Ren is immediately gonna, as soon as he finishes the the armor, he'll just kind of one of his eyes, he's like eyes closed, very heavily focusing. One of his eyes just both open, like with the goldy glow from like his magic, and he'll like, Mazzello, get over here. You're
Get
definitely
over
gonna
here.
need this.
Hang on a minute. I'm just grabbing some bits.
No,
of
no,
scales.
now.
Smash, 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 smash.
This
So-
seems like a message
Be careful,
almost.
be careful
Yeah.
of the teeth.
Why do I
Scales.
hear Scale singing, knife goes in, guts come
So, how long did that take? Did you
10
literally
minutes.
cast that? 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes. We're gonna go. We're gonna move over to the bullet, and it is. This is like fucking that scene in fucking Starship Troopers where they're just pulling bits out of the fucking creature on the table.
Here, hold
I
this.
did my part, and it's yeah, exactly. Here, hold this. And so I'm gonna need 3 survival checks from whoever has the best survival, and so if
Well,
you
I was
want.
helping Scales, as in like I was pointing it out and letting Scales chop away, kind of.
Okay, so let's go 3 survival checks with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, because you're getting help actually.
Advantage.
Let me just fucking look this up.
1, 2,
Search.
3. 23, 21, and 18.
Holy shit. Okay, so I just need to
Sirloin,
find.
tenderloin, tripe.
Right, B.
Don't forget.
If anyone is
goodbye.
looking for one of the best fucking resources you can ever find on the internet, just type in creature loot. It has everything. This is what you find from like enemies that don't have long swords and short swords, just these fucking monstrosities, and it is the business.
I think that's the one you sent me, and it's like all alphabetized, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Dave, would you fire that over after the
I
stream?
will, of course. Yeah. Right now. So can I get? So that's a. So I need a 1, 2, 3. Give us a D4.
2.
2. Boulette claws acts as daggers, can be crafted with smith tools into daggers +1 that require attunement and can cast jump once per day on the creature they are tuned to. So can I get a 1d4? And this is how many of these? Sorry, no, you get 2. You get 2 Boulette claws. And
that's fucking good.
Yeah, if somebody has smith's tools, I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste it into the Roll20 chat.
Have smith's tools? I don't know why I would, but I think my dad's a smith.
All right, and so the second one. So I need another D4, please, and ignore a 2.
Tools.
Oh shit. Okay, so
not a forgery.
If you guys can find somebody to make this shit for you, it's gonna be pretty fucking cool. A Boulette headplate acts as a shield, can be carefully crafted with smith tools into a shield +1 that grants its wielder tremor sense out to 10 feet while holding it.
That's
there you go, Robert.
Amazing.
There's your shield.
That's fucking awesome.
For someone that can go super stealthy like Robert, that is fucking deadly.
Yeah, that is fucking killer. So you're right. That's you just see Scales just like ripping the headplate off, and just this sickening wet squelch as it just it gets stuck at a point, and Scales just grabs the 2 hands and puts a foot against it, and it's like, and it's like cracking and squelching sound as he just rips it off. This monster leader sick. Yeah, Kermit, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll grab it right now, and I'll put it into our Discord over on where we streaming the aftermath. No, general. It'll be in the general thing. There you go. Paste. Zip zap skibbity bap. Have a look at that
for people.
Bad boy there, and it's free to use. Have a look at that bad boy and use it for your own games. But don't go off the stream. So after that, then where are we going? We've got Derek and the guys. What do you want to do, guys? Again, the rush of the river is just swishing by. You can see those gargoyles have flown away, just cackling and crying at the same time. And Robert is kind of standing there, just like manga style, just cleaning the nails with the dagger.
Sorry, just to check before we go any further, was there a third item?
It was a
helm of comprehend languages.
No, sorry, from the Ballet, because we did the free survival check.
Oh, sorry, yes, there is. Yeah, do you want to go again? Roll another D4.
On that phone, I do. I was just checking, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Be a 4.
I have to
2.
re-roll, right?
Do I have to re-roll a 2?
There's only one other thing that you can get, and I'll tell you what it is. It's a bullet tendon. No immediate use. Can be carefully crafted into with Weaver's tools into a short bow +1. On a hit, the target must make a DC 16 strength or dex saving throw, target's choice, or be knocked prone. It's not bad.
That's pretty good. There's all pretty
especially if you fire at someone that's in melee combat with one of your allies, and they're prone, and then whoever's in melee combat with it has advantage. There you go. So bullet tendon, you can go that. Ren, prepare the napalm. There's no diplomacy with mushrooms. Indeed. Okay, cool. So that is all that you've got from the from this greater bullet. It's fucking lesser bullet. What do you guys like to do?
Well, as I said, Ren is going to be like almost insistent that Mazzello gets this armor because he's like, yeah, Mazzello, like you get knocked a lot. This is going to be helpful for you.
What's its capabilities then?
It's called Last Stand Armor. You've been put in some pretty nasty situations because of, I don't know, the way you position yourself in a fight, and if anyone's able to actually take you out, a fiend or some sort of monster that's not supposed to be here, it'll, to my knowledge, banish them back to their plane.
Well, that would certainly help you all out in a fight. I like the idea of that.
Derek here can get you back up afterwards, and something from the hells comes after, and Ren will kind of not super heavily nod towards Eryxium, but a little bit, and you do, let's be honest, we all know you will do to protect him, it means you might be able to save him.
Badger.
Mushroom. Fuck you, Dave. Well,
That's how you
yeah,
find
sorry.
a stealth at Ryan to go badger. Mushroom. Oh shit, no.
Mushroom.
yeah, that's it. I'm literally creeping around in the fucking dark. It just. Well, okay. I will take it, and then if the church demands it back, I guess I'll do that too.
Shield's a +1.
That's interesting. Interesting you should say that, Mazzellu. If the church demands it back, so does Mazzellu still feel like he's under the sway and the authority of the church? Is that still a thing for him, given everything that's gone on now?
No. He's just doing what Berethia told him to, which was play the part.
He's pretending.
I love it. Okay, good to
Shield
know.
is-
There's
Shield
only
is
one
standard
person that
protection
gets to
magic.
command Mazzellu, and he's up there and can't be touched.
We're underground and wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
We're on a mission from God. Okay. I love it. I love
On
it.
that basis, Dave, have I heard of this? Because it's got a name, which means it's a thing that would have been written down, potentially. If I haven't heard of this, then that means that they might not even know about it. So that's what I want to
You
say.
haven't heard of it? Much like the reason you haven't heard of
The Holy Avenger that's hidden.
the Holy Avenger that's hidden away, and Sir Vordek's sort of like you would have heard of like the odd tale of Sir Vordek as a cautionary. You don't want to end up like Sir Vordek now. Yeah, watch your mouth there. Now. Don't speak out of turn because you might end up like Sir Vordek. So there was a bit of that, but you wouldn't have heard of this.
Okay. Well, for now, then it'll be kept under wraps.
So
Okay,
do we,
I'll be wearing it.
do we give Robert the shield? It's standard protection enchantment.
Shield +1.
As Ren says that, Erixium will have, I'd say at this stage, finished his haul. And he'll go over and he'll do the Steve Rogers step on the edge of the shield and it'll launch up into the air and he'll grab it.
Oh.
And he'll walk over to Robert. You requested this shield. It is a relic of my temple. I'll make you a deal. I'll allow you to carry this if you swear never to use it against my church. Now, obviously, Robert's not here, so we can allow Joe to chime in as he pleases.
We'll put that one on a pause asterisk for Robert.
Good scene
to
for
answer
later
when he
on.
gets back.
Flashback.
Yes.
But
Flashback
Erixium.
to whether he takes it or not, because I honestly don't know whether Robert wants it just because he wants a shield.
He's
or
desperate for the shield since
Yeah.
the level up. So Erixium is giving him the shield, and when Joe is actually around, we have the potential for a deception or whatever. But he's been given the shield and a contract.
I just refuse to make any promises on Robert's behalf.
Absolutely
I don't-
didn't expect that. But messaging Ryan and said, we're going to throw this in and Joe can change at a later date.
But trust me, when it comes to the things to do with the Platinum Dragon, me and Steve are always in contact about what we're doing.
Because you're on a mission from God. Rhino like hold up the helmet and be like, it lets you speak or understand, I suppose, any language spoken. Does anyone want this? I mean, I can make use of it.
Suggest Scowers takes it.
Gales already has a very fine hat.
Scales doesn't. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a very, very fine hat.
A very,
Ren's-
very fine hat.
Ryan's gonna look at the shape of the helm and he's gonna be like, I don't think it's made for Dragonborn.
You understand these things change their form for the wearer, right?
Depends on the item. I mean, Scales, do you want to try it?
Are you actually looking for Scales?
Yeah, Rhino look over and I was like, wait, maybe he's covered in gore.
Keep
I mean,
hold of it for now.
Yeah, I'll keep it in the bag of holding. I mean, it doesn't require attunement, right? Just once you're wearing it, you can read it, isn't it? Dave?
I do believe it requires attunement. Let me just check now.
Comprehend.
Helm of comprehend languages. Items.
I might be thinking of a helm of mind reading, which
I don't
doesn't.
think so. It's common. I don't think it does.
No,
Oh.
I think the one that requires attunement is the Helm of Intellect.
Yeah.
Does not require attunement.
Yeah, my boy Tyrion's got one.
Yeah, Randall just kind of like
Okay.
put it in the bag of holding for now. That can be useful for anyone if we need to read something. So.
Where are we now, guys? You can hear the rushing of the river, and you can hear these thick, heavy drips of this sort of calcified liquid that just occasionally just drops off these large, thick stalactites, and the stench now of the recently released bowels of the Greater Bullet is beginning to fill the chamber, and it's quite noxious. As you look around, you can see these mushrooms almost beginning to react to the effluent that's been released from this bullet, almost as if they're growing larger. And if you've ever seen plants sort of moving towards the sun, it's almost like these mushrooms here, or sort of fungi, are reaching towards or leaning towards the dead bullet. What do you guys like to do?
I'm going to start heading towards that bridge.
How fast is the water moving?
I'd say if you dropped something floaty in it here, the shift ping, drop
Yeah.
something floaty in it there, in about 2 seconds it would be there.
Okay, so pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
How deep are the banks?
From the bridge down is 15 feet.
They're gonna need a bailout.
Do I have any kind of a bucket in my inventory? I have an iron pot. Water skin. I have a rope. I could tie the rope to the iron pot and dangle it down and get some water. Because I'm not jumping in that. It's moving too fast. So
Scales.
that's what Scales is
wouldn't-
doing. He's tied his rope to his iron pot, and he's dropping it down to collect some water so he can like clean himself off a bit, because he enjoyed himself butchering the creature.
Oh shit,
but-
hold on, Scales. I need you to move back there
Where?
for
Oh,
one
okay.
second.
Not be
That's
on the
okay.
bridge. Okay.
Don't be on the bridge just yet.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, yeah.
While these have moved on and are doing bits, Erixium would have put Vordex body into the grave and buried him over and said given him funeral rites, basically.
Okay, that's going to take about an hour, like, to dig the hole. Are you putting
Well,
6 feet deep?
No, I don't think it's realistic.
Shallow
at this
grave,
depth.
that's okay, yeah. So maybe 30 minutes while
Which is
they're
the-
all...
It would have taken 30 minutes for Ren to
That's what
identify
I was
all
about
three
to get to that,
ends.
yeah. So, just give me a second. So, yeah, they're just, so it would have taken around about the time that they're all doing their thing. And I think around about the time Scales is just moving on there, you are probably catching up. Scales, as you approach the bridge, Ren, you are there. What are you
Yeah.
doing there?
If Scales tries to step onto the bridge, Ren is immediately shouting out to say no,
Okay.
because that's a fucking ghost bridge. Like, we do not know it's solid.
We are out of turn order, and it's around about this time. Ren, you spy this little guy.
Is that the fucking imp?
Don't think I haven't forgotten, you prick! And he casts
magic
fireball
missile?
at you. Well, no, you're out
Magic
of turn
missile.
order.
No.
Hold on, buddy. You're out of turn
Yeah.
order. He's snuck around
Firebolt.
and he's casting a firebolt at you.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, and then he's getting the fuck out of there.
Is that custom art on our favorite imp?
It's a slightly modified imp.
Yeah.
He's leveled up.
He has.
Max, I'm trying to eat the fly.
No,
He's a god imp, or also known as a gimp.
So I'm gonna roll a d20.
he's a gimp. He's
and
100%
he
a gimp.
has +5 on this.
Cool.
Ooh.
I have a 15 at the moment.
It shoots wide and he scuttles back around the corridor. Sorry, the corridor, the thing.
Can I magic missile him after he does that? when I see him.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's roll a d20. Let's give him a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw.
Jesus, Kate.
What the fuck?
My
Sorry.
d20s is 16, if that helps.
That,
Holy
in fairness,
Jesus,
Kate,
Kate.
that's what I thought too.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So
so-
I'm going to give him a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, you can
Five.
whack him with that. His magic resistance. That's not going to do anything. So roll. Yeah. So roll your thing. Now you said you cast it.
Yep.
You didn't use your.
I
wand?
casted magic missiles. No, I used my normal level 1 spell slot. It's just a
5
one,
points
my
before
first level.
attempt.
That's just one of the darts, so that's I think the way it only rolled one. 34 plus 2. That's shit, that's 10 points total.
10 points. You just boom, boom, boom. Ah! I'll be back, you little prick. And you hear the flap of wings as he flies off.
Little shitbag.
This
Oh, yeah,
this is my lair. The Underdark is my place. Good luck sleeping.
Remember what happened to the last lair?
And he turns invisible. Okay. So Scales walks towards the bridge. Yeah, let's continue on. Scales, you're about to cross the bridge, right?
So does the bridge look like a bridge?
It looks like a dream of a bridge.
Okay, so Scales isn't quite moronic enough to just step on it. He's going to do that thing where where like you put one foot on it gently and you kind of press lightly down to see what happens.
Yeah, your foot goes through it.
Oh,
It does not
Then
exist physically.
Scales will scooch just to the edge of the bank, and he'll
Hmm.
attempt to throw his bucket rope thing down into the water from there.
Sorry, Shaq is like, does a bridge look like a bridge? Average D&D questions. This is exactly it. So what you're
Remember-
so you like right? So like you're dropping something into the water.
Yeah, I've got an iron pot that I've tied my rope to so that I
Right.
can lower it down and hopefully get some water so that I can clean myself a bit.
Okay, yeah. As you drop the iron pot in, the current just takes it again, and you can see now that this sort of bioluminescence begins to creep up the rope towards your hands, and it sort of wraps itself around your hand, and then just wraps it all the way around your arm and your shoulder, and now you're floaty light, and you feel a little bit lighter. Your weight feels a little bit not as heavy, and you're sparkling, almost like Edward Cullen in that awesome movie.
Hello again. Scales is full on assuming that this is the same water creature that he met earlier.
It is not, but I mean, you
That's
guys
what
hear,
Scales thinks.
yeah, you guys hear hello again. What's everyone else doing?
What the fuck was that?
Did somebody say hello again? Or was it Dave saying that to like Fizzgate or something?
No,
Yeah,
Scale
what
said
are you
it.
doing?
I'm playing with the water.
Why are you?
What do you mean playing
Scales.
with the water?
But earlier it shook my hand and it showed me stuff, and now it's here and it's making me all floaty and sparkly. See,
Scales, get away from the water.
but the water is on me now.
Get back away from the water.
I'll stand up. Can I stand up?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, and I'll step away from the water.
Dave, can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize this is like fairy fire or something?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, okay, so I don't even need to make the Arcana check.
No.
Ron just knows. Yeah.
Scales-
And
I've
Scales
been
is
hit
just
with it
going
before,
like
so-
this. He's like, hey.
You currently have until a certain spell is cast, and you currently have a permanent fairy fire on you.
Scales, I need you
Yeah.
maybe to come over here.
Okay. And the water's coming with me, right?
Yep. Well, no,
Okay.
like the fabulousness that you've been sort of decorated with has come with you, but there's no longer this sort of tether of water that comes out. As you step away from the edge, it snaps, but that dusting and that coating is still on you, and you're very, very sparkly. And if you move your hands, there's kind of a vapor trail.
Scales, this is going to make you very easy to hit if we leave this here.
Because I'm sparkling.
Pretty much, exactly, yeah. So,
Very shiny.
it is very shiny. I can remove
Like
this,
having armor.
maybe. I can maybe remove this. This is going to have the opposite effect of armor. It's going to make things hit you. It's
That
fairy
cover-
fire.
Does that cover Faye, Stephen? Doesn't?
Those?
Yeah, Fae Fiend and Undead. No.
No,
No.
fair. Should be.
I thought it used to be Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
That's
Celestial Fiend or Undead. Yeah, nothing. No. You drop your divine sense and you don't get anything. So sorry. Back to Ren and Scales.
Yeah, so Scales, I'm going to try remove this magic because this doesn't seem like it's going to end well for you if we leave it there.
Okay then.
We're in the dark. You're sparkling. So
Would I be
I'm
like a
dropping-
torch without a torch?
you'd be like in a. You know the way moths fly towards lamps or light sources, lanterns.
Then my tail could be a torch without having to hold the torch.
Yeah, but Scales, you know why moths fly towards lanterns and they are attracted to it? Arrows are going to be attracted to you, basically. They're going to know exactly where you are, and there's drow down here, according to what we saw there, and we don't want them pelting you with poison. So
Okay, whatever you think.
yeah, I'm gonna burn a third level spell slot, I guess, because water is a dick, and I'm gonna dispel magic and Scales.
Okay, dispel magic. Scales. You can see now as Ren just is it touch? It's not touch. Range 120 feet. Ren just it's a verbal and somatic.
Oh no,
component,
Ren
so
does reach out and kind of
Okay.
pat Scales on the shoulder and just gonna dispels the magic.
and he utters the command word as well. And Scales, you see this somatic gesture, this very, very sort of elegant and dexterous tracing of fingers into these sort of patterns, and then Ren utters these words, and you see it just almost as if like the morning dew burning off as the sun rises. You can see you are no longer fabulous.
Ren finishes that
Skills
off
would
with
always
a
be fabulous.
with a-
Just not in that way.
That's exactly
Blow it
what
away.
the Technomancer said behind us there.
So Scales will have been watching his hands as it dispelled, and he'll look a little bit sad, and he's not going to do it, but he does cast a look back at the water.
Do not touch the water again, Scales.
I'm not going to touch the water. I'm just going
Touch
to
the
go
water
get my pot.
thing. Don't leave your pot.
But I need the pot.
Yeah, but the pot has magic in it that might do it again, and I'm not casting that again.
Well, can you not get rid of the sparkly from my pot?
In the pot. Looking at someone. 335.
is the rope is the pot and the rope all sparkling? Bev?
Mm-hmm.
Ren will briefly set down the bag of holding, and he's going to walk up and touch the rope and try pull it and pull it into the bag without touching the water. I don't want to get it on me, essentially, if possible.
So how are you going to do this again?
I'm gonna try.
He's
maneuver
going to
it.
have a glove.
Yeah. Ren is gonna
No.
Ren is essentially gonna set the bag of holding down and then maneuver it, and he's gonna try maneuver the bag of holding around.
Oh,
the pot
so it's
without
like
touching
when you go to the shop, buy an 8-pack of cans and put the paper bag over it and turn it around.
Yeah, no, Ben is there. No, Ben. Ren. I don't know where Ben from. Ren is just trying to basically without touching the pot, put the bag of holding on it and pull
Over,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Roll performance.
Let's give me a dexterity check there, just a flat dex check.
Yeah, I don't want to get very.
DC for this is I'm gonna make an odd number 13.
Unlucky for some.
I should roll.
He
it.
probably.
There's odds
I have
should always
inspiration.
roll.
That's fine. Dex is it?
Pot of sparkly, make the bag sparkly. That's a 6.
That's
Yeah,
a check,
so-
not a say. I'm going to use my inspiration on that because I'm not getting very far.
Oh, very fire like glitter gets it. Just sure does, buddy.
So I rolled a save instead of a check, so I'm just going to re-roll that as well.
Yeah,
'cause,
you can re-roll again. Yeah. That is a 6.
again.
We'll take the 6 to the 6. Yeah, as you look, and it's probably, I think it's probably Scales that sort of jostles you, and Scales' excitement to sort of see what's happening, and you get a nudge, and the bag touches the pot, and then you see this fairy fire just spread all over the bag, and then up your arms, and then over you. Ren, you are now fairy fired, as is your bag.
Oh, no! I can't
You all
spell
hear
magic
that?
on the bag.
Did you all hear that?
Wait.
Technomancer has spoken.
The spell magic doesn't break magic items.
There's only one way to find out. Let's cast a spell magic.
No, wait.
It turns them inert for an hour or something, doesn't it?
I think that is a good
explode
place.
everything.
I think this is a good place to take our break. Guys, thanks for sticking with us. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes as we all take a fire break, and we pop back and maybe do a little bit of looking up in the player's handbook and the DMG. And we love you all. I will see you soon. Thanks to Cormac for joining us for the first time, and thanks to everyone else for sticking with us. We will be back soon enough. We love you all. Give us the clacker.
Oh, here's the clacker.
Nice, we're back.
Nice.
Welcome
And
back,
that's how
everyone,
Robert died.
to part 2 of episode 62 of the Sopherone Saga. 62, how do we get here? Do you know who else is 62? Tom Cruise. Yeah, he's also 62. But we're back, and we're back in the Underdark. What could go wrong, as the guys made absolute there you go, as the accountant in full effect.
That's what I was going to do until I realized I could probably kill this thing.
As the party have just absolutely made mince fucking meat of a greater bullet, which I was very worried about them getting TPK'd by, but apparently I need to up the shit out of my CR. But as they approach the river, this large, where are we now? I'm gonna scoot our shift ping over here. This 15 foot down across this 5, 10, 15 foot chasm, there's this sort of translucent green and yellow glowing bridge. Beneath it, this fast flowing subterranean river glowing with this bioluminescence as Scales dropped a pot on a rope in. This bioluminescence and sort of what turned out to be fairy fire worked its way up, spidered its way up up the pot and the rope and surrounded Scales until Ren took exception to that and cast Dispel Magic, thereby ending the effect. And then Scales, a Dragonborn barbarian who's very fond of his pot, said he wanted his pot back, and so so Ren decided he's going to get his bag of holding and plop it over. But Scales, in his exuberance and excitement, bumped into Ren, thereby sort of, if you can imagine the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark scene where he's trying to swap the idol for the bag of sand, and somebody shoulders you. That's exactly what happened as Scales just bumped into Ren as he did it, and now all this fairy fire just crept up the bag and all over Ren. Ren is now emitting this beautiful and this is bioluminescent glitter bomb, as Kermit OS says. This it basically is a glitter. Well, if someone blows him up, he'll be a glitter bomb. And Ren, you currently look fabulous.
Hey, question, Dave.
Yes.
Dispel Magic, it says you can target an effect, object, or creature. Can I target the effect and not the object?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, so I'm going to dispel. I'm going to burn my third level.
You're going to burn another third level spell.
I'm going to target the effect of the fairy fire on me, and the bag is on my person, so I'm assuming that is encapsulated in me.
I have no issue with that. Look.
Yeah, and burn my third level to get rid of it.
So you get something out of this.
Yeah.
And I get something out of this. You've burnt 2 third level spell slots. So it's a wonderful exchange of gifts. And as you look across the river, you hear this like, I'm waiting for you, you prick.
And Brad's gonna call back and he's gonna be like, remember what happened to your last lair?
This isn't me lair. It's the Underdark, you shite hawk.
Yeah, you just said this is your lair.
I don't need to sleep, you shit ya. I don't need to sleep at all, but I can go invisible at will. I'm invisible now. Am I right behind your arse? Am I behind your head? No, I'm not. You don't know where I am, you fuck you. I'm going to fucking murder you. I'll murder you, Ren.
I can hear you in the distance, and also my power has more than doubled since we last met, Imp. So, bring it.
And we all hear the imp shouting this abuse at Ren.
Yeah.
Can I work out where he is? My power is pretty high.
That's what I'm trying. That's actually what I was going for. I'm trying to keep him talking so he can't figure out where he is.
So, Mazzello, what mechanic are you trying to use for this? What's your passive?
18.
Over the bridge and far away. Around, basically over the bridge and around the corner. He's like he's a good bit away. Definitely not in line of sight. If he was, what's his name? Get him, Imp.
No, we
I never tell you my name.
He's a fey Imp.
And he's smart enough to know that he's around corners. And so we've got Ivan so far.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, foe.
Hang on a second. Let me just check something here.
Oh shit. Blink.
I believe, I could be wrong, this is Orixium's first time encountering the imp. Has it been 35 sessions?
I think the imp has.
I think it is.
No, I think the imp
is.
attacked Ren when they first joined the camp, didn't he? And nearly murdered him in his sleep.
I thought that was in the corrupted forest when you were asleep.
Was it?
Yeah, I
Yes, it
don't
was.
think.
Okay.
You haven't seen now. This is Eryxium's and Mazellu's first time encountering this imp.
Yeah, but having that brief glimpse of him as he came around
Yeah.
the corner after giving the funeral rites to Sir Vordic, seeing this new looking imp, I suppose, and then it disappears.
Sausage the imp.
In
He's a simp.
Infernal, Eryxium's gonna shout towards the echoing. What is your purpose? Is it just what's the word? It's after jumping out the back.
Revenge, you dirty shite, you fucking revenge.
Did he answer in Infernal or in English or common?
Infernal.
Okay.
He burnt me gaff down. The dirty shite. I'm going to burn him down. And then I leave all ye alive. So you can mourn your friend's death. But then I'm going to go and I'm going to find his friend. His family member. The other spectre. And I'm gonna burn him down as well. Do you think I've been fucking idle, Ren? Do you? Oh, I know what's going on there now, Lartex. I haven't been far away. You dirty shit, you.
Did he swap back to common then when he started
That's what I was
addressing
gonna say.
me?
Just for clarity, was that all
Yes,
in
he did.
Infernal? Oh, he
No.
changed.
When he's speaking to Ren, he speaks in common. He's speaking to Eryxium. Now that he knows you speak Infernal, he's speaking Infernal.
Well, that's what I just want to clarify. Like, how much of the did he say to Ren, "I'm coming for your family," or was that detail an Eryxium detail?
No, as soon as he speaks to Ren, it's common.
Well, that's what I was just trying to determine. Like, was that a little? He's saying that the Spectre is legitimately family of Ren.
Yes.
Ren already knows this. Well, he knows he's blood. Ren is going to pull out the Helm of Comprehend Languages and plop it on. And he's going to say in Draconic to Eryxium, because I'm hoping that the imp doesn't speak Draconic. Keep him talking.
Wait a second, it's comprehend, it's not speak.
I can already speak
It's not
Draconic.
tongues.
I can already speak Draconic.
Wait, so you can speak it, but you don't understand it?
No, I have that as my language. That's my when Ren casts magic, he's speaking Draconic.
Come back in towards the mic, buddy. You're all
Oh,
room.
sorry, I don't know how it's kind of When Ren speaks Draconic or magic, like in cants or whatever the term is, he's speaking Draconic. I have the proficiency.
How loud did you say that to Eryxium?
Like, see, Ren said it. I mean, in a hushed-ish tone.
But I'm standing right beside you, so I'm going to turn around.
Yeah,
to
you probably heard it.
Who told me?
Ren has spoken Draconic to people, and Eryxium specifically before.
Yeah, but I think we established that Scales doesn't know
He
they're
understands
hearing
it.
or speaking
Yeah,
Draconic.
Ren-
They just hear it as common, and they're like, "Huh?"
But when he answers back to it, he speaks in common.
Yeah. So Ren will say in Draconic there, real quick to Eryxium's like, keep him talking.
Do you want a job?
No.
What's my job?
I'm asking if you'd like a job for pay.
I already have a job. It's called fucking revenge, you dickhead.
Well, you
Now!
can get your revenge on him afterwards, but how about a job beforehand?
What are the terms and conditions? Do we get holidays? Do we get AL? What about sick leave? Is there good dental?
Think of
I've
it
lots
more
of
as
teeth.
like-
I'm an imp, you know.
Think of it more as like a private eye type thing. You get paid for the work you prove you've done.
I can go invisible whenever the fuck I want. I don't need to be paid. I'll steal whatever I like. Bracelets off young women. Fucking rings off merchants. Fucking casks of gold. All that shit. I don't need money.
So what,
Invisibility is my riches, you dirty shite, you.
so what would you like? I'm sure there's something you covet more than
I'd like
gold.
to see that fucker burning in the house that he burnt down. That's the only thing I want. That's the only thing I live for. Is to see that motherfucking wizard burn in a house.
And yet
Oh,
you're too
like-
scared to actually face him.
Yeah, you're kind of
I'm not stupid. Do you think you're stupid? If you think I've seen you already take out that fucking land shark thing.
We'll leave him to it. The rest of us won't do anything. Just you and him.
No, my strength comes from my fucking invisibility. When he's at his lowest, when he's at his worst, I'll sink a poisonous tail into that fucker's arse, and I'll watch him wriggle and thrust and die.
I mean, you haven't been able to get in since I learned how to cast that dome, have you? Good luck with that.
Don't worry. One day you'll run out of fucking. You'll be so fucked you won't be able to cast the dome.
I mean, that's a ritual. I can do that anyways.
Not when you're fucking unconscious. Not when you're lying there dying. For your blood oozing out of your fucking orifices. Anyway, that's enough of this shite.
What are you talking about, my orifices? That's a bit weird, man.
Because I'm going to stick my tail up them. And
I'm
going to poison you. I'm going to fucking poison you to death. You're gone. You're dead. Good luck. I'm out of here. I'll see you in maybe an hour, a week, a day, a month. You won't know, but you'll know when I'm fucking here.
Next time I see you, Next time I see you, you're just going back. Next time I see you, you're going back to the house.
What's that? Someone in chat looking for me name. What's it? Oh.
What's chat, guys?
You're honestly quite.
I never tell you fuckers my name either.
You're honestly probably the worst imp I've ever had.
You're kind of the worst, yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because most imps at least have the honor to face someone head on, not scurry and skulk like an absolute weasel.
When fucking are you? Have you ever met an imp? You fucking mad prick, you. What?
Do you see who I am? And you think I haven't met plenty of imps?
Look at y'all in your fucking in your resplendent fucking platinum. Oh, I'm the platinum dragon cleric. Look at me in me fucking armor. Oh, I'm great. The reason I'm still alive is because I don't face off against parties. I don't face off against strong warriors when they're expecting me. I fucking snake in there, lads. I snake in when they're asleep, and I stick my poison tail in your fucking arse, or in your eye, or in your mouth, or on your tongue. And then I watch your tongue grow. Shut the fuck up! I watch the tongue explode into 5 times its fucking size, and I see a choke in your own tongue. Now, that's it.
Having kept him talking a bit more.
Good luck, I'm out of here.
Having kept him talking a bit more, have I been able to pinpoint more exactly where he is?
It's around the corner. Well around the corner.
Because while I'm talking to him, if
so you're
I work
there.
that out...
Can you see that far in darkness? You're half elf. You've got what, 60 feet?
Yeah. So if
you can't see him there anyway. Yeah.
I can't see him, no, because he's invisible. But I reckon he's. You said I reckon he's about here, right?
No, he's around this corner here.
Okay.
Raimundo, my favorite character now.
So
classic idiot villain telling the whole plan.
If he's around that corner. Because I'm bored of this, and I don't like imps because of where they come from. Okay.
It wasn't an imp, I just took a fireball around the corner.
Can I get a con save from him, please?
Okay, I need you to tell me what's happening.
I'm casting a spell while he's spouting shite and can't hear me properly.
Okay, so what spell are you casting?
Dawn.
Dawn. Where are you dropping it?
It's gonna be fuck, where's my mission tool? It's gonna be right there, and it's. Let me give you the details of it.
Watch this just reveal like a fuck ton of drow just standing there watching us.
So it's a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light, and I need a con save.
Sorry, I'm doing the wrong thing. Let me just open the character sheet here.
This is an evil creature casting evil.
Because I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry, that's what it is.
That's all right.
Here we go. So what is it? It's a con save.
Con save.
I rolled. Did you guys see that?
Yep.
It's a 10.
Takes 15 points of radiant damage. And he's in bright light.
You fucking prick! I'll be back, you prick.
I look forward to it.
While
And
There's-
the last thing that last thing you hear is, Kira, keep an eye on them.
there was this giant showing of dawn across the cavern and around the corner, Erixium, after
Farewell, imp. We
Speaking-
hardly knew you.
infernal to this mini devil,
Mini devil. Yeah.
his trickster side can't help but show itself. And as Ren has approached the creek, he's gonna silent image an exact copy of the imp right behind his head.
Totally agree.
Ren, the imp's right behind you.
It's a silent image.
Yeah. So
This thing never shuts up.
If
So
I-
Ran's, I feel like Ran has been around Erixium enough to know what's happening here.
If
but I feel
see
like
Erixium
Erixium has the
doing that-
actor feat, doesn't he?
Oh,
He
true.
does.
Yeah.
but that's not-
He
is
has
that
the actor feat.
Is that the sound as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he can
sweet.
mimic the sound roughly 5 feet away from where it is if he does it loud enough.
So the head of this thing has just appeared beside Ren, has it?
The whole thing has, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ren's just gonna reach out into the air and try to tase this thing with a shocking grasp.
Oh,
That is a
15 for the
15.
sound.
Your hand goes right through it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 17. Your hand goes right through it.
Yeah, then Ren just looks and he's like, Erixium,
Yeah.
come on.
For the minute while I've got this on, Dave, while I've got this going, I'm gonna pull it down towards us, and I'm gonna basically take it all the way around this, burning away whatever the fuck might be trying to fairy fire us.
Does Dawn
I can move it.
counter fairy fire?
It
It
burns.
But no, just gonna burn whatever's there. It might not stop it, but that's the intention.
Okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
tempted to burn away the
Yeah,
spores
so
or
as
whatever.
the dawn effect just begins, as this dawn spell begins to take effect, you can see now that just there are several sort of organic, maybe carnivorous mushrooms and carnivorous sort of vines and stuff like that. They all just begin to wither up with these sort of high pitched screeching sounds. As they all just kind of screech up and wither and curl up and just die. You are fairly sure anything organic that may have been waiting there to sort of trap maybe small boll weevils or dying paladins are dead.
All them GMO paladins are good to go though.
Yeah,
Basically, I've just used the Hammer of Dawn.
pretty much. What a fucking great
what a
reference.
reference.
What a ref! Even yeah.
All around me.
Yeah, thumbs up from the
Isn't
Technomancer
the new-
there.
I think there's a prequel to that coming out soon. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Emergence day.
Yeah.
And me and Kate will have more fucking arguments over fucking ammo, but it's okay.
I have to buy a second fucking controller, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
As well.
Is it gonna be split screen?
It better be.
Better be.
It fucking better be, because I mean, like, if you can build IKEA furniture together, and you can get through what 3 Gears of Wars together. I mean, I think that's the test, really.
The next test is play Halo Legendary All Skulls On together, and then you're golden.
We're golden anyway. But anyway, so cool. So look, let's let's get back to the game. As the fella says. So what's the plan? So is somebody going to walk over the bridge that isn't a bridge and plummet into the Fairy Fire River?
No.
No. Okay, all right.
No. Saskia
Scales
almost
was
full.
just gonna jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not all of us.
Oh,
can
you're going to
jump
do
that
the
far.
old instinctive pounce scales? Is that it?
Well, no, Scales can jump 18 foot, so
18.
Erixium can jump
With a
19
running
foot.
start.
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
I
cannot
think
jump that
you're
far.
sort of here.
I think no. You're so look. That's the bottom of the cliff there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my own measure tool out, and I was waiting for that. So what you're going to have to do is going to go from there.
Imagine my own to
Sorry.
the house.
Oh, like fucking yeah. You're going to have to go from there to there. So it has to be the edge of that. See that little emo-looking line there? So
Yeah.
18 feet.
Yeah, Scales can make that jump.
You could easily make that jump. So
That's-
that's is there an athletics check involved?
No,
Nope.
that's
Right
just
Take a
in,
10-foot
Scales.
run and jump.
Okay.
10 foot. Yeah.
Scales, are you going to go from the left side of the bridge or the right side of the bridge? Looks like the left.
I'm going to go on the left, the downstream side of the bridge.
Ba-dump,
Aim for the
Ba-dump.
bushes.
ba-dump, Scales. As you sort of dig your right foot in there, and you just begin to you push off the impressive musculature of this dragonborn frame you have, and you begin to run forward. Your claws just sort of finding purchase in this sort of rough clay and sand. You throw yourself over, aiming for the bushes, and you land on the other side. As you look down, though, you see the river almost rise up to try and snatch you from the air.
I don't get my friend anymore.
In a loving manner.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is still my friend.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It just wants you to be with it forever.
Forever and ever.
Arixium as Scales does this absolutely cinematic jump and superhero land and says, "You forgot the rope."
You can toss a rope 15 feet though, just put a weight on the end.
Why would you do that if you could do what Maxim just did?
He has my rope in his bag.
So the one thing I fucking despise about D&D, this is the one rule I hate
Jump
right now,
mechanics.
is how fucking far you can jump. I hate that shit. So can someone explain to me?
It's not. It's a bad rule because I don't think it makes sense.
It's your strength by your height. Is how the site that I use, the jump
Well,
calculator.
no,
is
if you look it up in the companion, the long jump is if you have a 10-foot running head start, you can jump your strength score.
I can jump 8 feet.
Yeah, so not your strength modifier, your strength score.
Oh.
So what's your
okay.
strength?
Not enough.
No.
Okay. You could choose to interact with the bridge if you wish.
Can I do an Arcana check on the bridge to see if I can figure out if there's a way to make this solid?
Roll.
Yeah, but-
You're
I'm not
Arcana.
touching it,
fucking
but-
soul to an
Okay, but
arch
you're
then.
going to have to move a little bit closer.
I'm pretty close, am I? Or have I moved since?
I need you to alt move your token a little bit closer, just to get a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
I wish I had walk on water as a spell.
Fucking lick it.
Fucking lick it. Hey, what are
If
you gonna
you walk on
what are
water,
you
you
gonna
get-
do? Let's get that Arcana check, Ren, and see
Yeah.
as the you know night. So let's before you roll that. Okay.
Sorry, Rolls.
Okay.
12 anyways, it's not a good
a
one.
4 for a 12. That's exactly what I wanted. So as night turns to day, high above in the surface world, or possibly day turns to night, only Ren knows because he's got keen mind. But the rest of you have no clue.
Ren
There
doesn't
is
seem like
there
Robert
is
does.
no change.
Robert.
Sorry, Robert. There is no change in the bioluminescence in this subterranean realm that you're in, and it's disorientating. It's tiring. It's confusing. And as Breakfast says, by the way, the pot is still in the bag of holding with a sparkly effect, touching
No,
all
it's
the
not.
other objects in there. Anyway, as you lean towards the bridge and you roll and you attempt to sort of uncover or discern whatever magical effect is on this bridge, you hear, "Would you like to cross me? I am a bridge after all."
Is this thing
Oh,
talking in my head?
you can hear that loud. You can hear it with your ears. Your ear.
Okay.
You can hear it with your ear. And it says, "I am a bridge after all. All you need do is ask." Bridge.
Is there
can
a toll?
I cross you? Oh, there's always a toll.
What is the price?
I wish to know your most embarrassing moment of your life. And I will know if you're lying. Or you can just cast fly on yourself and scoot over. But
Could do that.
I feel that would be another use of your power that you've already expended.
If one of us answers, does it activate? Like, can we all cross, or do we all need to answer?
No. Bridgerton. Bridgeby. Oh, chat's on fire tonight. Blow it.
Okay, yeah, Ren, I'll be honest. Some of the people were here to see that.
Is it? Is it? Is this? Is it the ear? The most embarrassing moment?
No, it's double nat ones from session 1.
From session 1.
Yeah,
The fucking fireball. Was it the first roll you ever did, Ren?
it was the second. No, yeah, actually, I didn't roll once in the first fight because I was casting magic missile on the goblin. So yeah, it was.
It was double nat ones with a firebolt, and you set a fucking villagers off. Describe it to the bridge, please.
Yeah, so and Ren's gonna laugh. Like it's embarrassing, but like Ren
Good
is like
times.
it's embarrassing, but it's funny to look back on at this
It's
stage.
just like
after all
it's just
the
like
shit.
telling the story in the pub.
So,
And you guys all see
um,
Ren talking to the bridge.
yeah. So basically,
Bridgerton.
there are a bunch of kids in Templetown that are probably dead now. Actually, fuck, I'm gonna kill Valder. Yeah. So
And you hear the voice like, "Oh, that got dark very quickly."
yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so they were like being like, "You're not a wizard," and like talking shit. So I was like, "I'll fucking show you I'm a wizard." And then I tried to shoot a weather vane, like a chip rooster thing, the north, south, east, and west on top of the house.
Weather vane.
Make it spin, and I missed, and I set the roof of the house on fire. And the kids were all screaming abuse at me and laughing, and one of them wrote a fucking song, and fucking around.
You see this like this spectral bridge begin to shake and wobble as it says, "They've made a song out of you."
Fucking made a song, man. And the worst part is it's catchy too, so it's fucking you wake up and it's stuck in your head, and you're like, it's like ding, 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 ding.
Sing the song.
I don't know.
the song?
I don't remember the words of the song. I just remember how it, like, the rhythm.
Tell me how mocked you felt. Did you feel mocked?
Pretty mocked, yeah. And the worst part is this little shit of a kid is showing up on multiple occasions out of the blue to fucking chat more shit.
Kind of like the imp. I like.
Honestly, I think they might be the same person.
Ren, I like you. I have a proposition for you.
Okay. You're not going to offer me a shitty cantrip for my soul, are you? Because I've already made that deal, and I'm trying to get out of it.
No,
Okay.
no.
Ren is saying this out loud, so like Rixium's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm trying to offer. And then Erixium, you hear in your mind and your ear, does he talk this much all the time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did the bridge mock Rixium?
Ren.
Bridge.
Bridge cast. I'm a portable bridge.
Oh.
But my magic stems from the Shadowfell.
Interesting.
So, I yearn for more adventures. I would love to become your bridge, Ren. Take me. All you have to... I will let you cross. And all you have to do is roll me up. But there is a cost, Ren. I will devour your energy every night.
Ooh. What do you mean by devour my energy?
Well, no, I may have used the wrong word. I will absorb your energy every night. But this is what allows me to. This is what allows me to remain in your world. Let me explain. The bioluminescence of the river is currently keeping me alive because it's alive. And I hunger for things that are alive, Rin. But I also, when unfurled, I like to roll my oars, and I can span a 20-foot distance, Rin, and become... Is Shaq Fu still in the chat?
What is this chat?
I was about to use the word firm, but I can unfurl and become physical. I can become material. And all I require from you to go into game mechanics are half your hit dice every long rest.
This seems like a terrible fucking deal.
Half total or half current?
Half current.
What if I have no hit dice?
Yeah. Well then, I mean,
Then I die.
What's half of zero is zero.
Then
But
I
I just when we went half a current, I saw your eyebrow go. "Huh?" It's just like that, Kerrick. But you get a free bridge, right? A free fucking bridge that you can unroll, right? So
You stand in the back. You don't use the many hit.
I do though. That's the thing.
Cliff
Like when I do
seems
get
like
hit, I
a
need
good
them.
name. Fucking breakfast on fire here.
If you ask me, this is a bridge over the River Wye.
If it was Shadara, it would be Bridge Over the River Wine.
Amendment to the deal.
Oh, I've just realised Shadar's a fan of UB40. Red wine.
Hey.
I suggest a counter offer. If I don't give you the energy, I can't use you that following day.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's not how I work.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to stick to the original deal and you're just going to have to let me pass for the embarrassing story.
Agreed.
My life and my work is too dangerous. Otherwise, look, I'd take the offer, but...
Ren, it's been wonderful to meet you.
You do, Bridge.
Yeah, well, I'll still be here.
I hope somebody else with less dangerous work finds you and brings you on a more tame adventure that won't require so much energy.
Ren, it sounds like your adventure is quite tame compared to the people that have crossed me. But,
Just a question.
breakfast.
Ren.
Gonna wish you the bridge later.
If you were to give me a piggyback, Ren, would it still work?
No, I can't lift you.
I'm not.
Yes,
that
it would.
heavy.
You look how much armor you're wearing.
Listen, it was worth a try.
You
Are you
can
guys
admit your
coming
secrets.
over or what?
Yeah, Ren's gonna cross the bridge. The deal's been made. This thing agreed. If I fall in the water now, the bridge is just an asshole.
Ren, can you move your token slowly, 5 foot by 5 foot, please?
Did we all hear the bridge making that
Stop.
offer to Ren?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Move it another 5 foot. Stop. It begins to wobble. And you hear, oh, I'm only fucking with you. You can cross.
Okay. I move another 5 foot. There's a wobble again. It feels like this is the type of thing that
No,
would.
no.
Okay, then I cross.
It actually firms up. It's the firmest you've ever felt the bridge.
I.
Here it comes out of nowhere. I'm pushing.
Sorry,
it
what?
Okay, that's just mad.
Wait.
Scales comes up to you.
Oh, you're
with
making a
the
firm
bridge
joke. Yeah.
and says, "How come you don't want to take the bridge?"
It wants to absorb my.
Oh, hello, Scales.
I'll tell you later, Scales.
I am the bridge, Scales. How are you?
I'm good.
Can we please get fan art of the bridge, guys?
Would you like a portable bridge, Scales? I'm a portable bridge.
Scales, do not take the deal.
Can you be anything other than a bridge?
I can become a vertical bridge, which is like a ladder. Do you see my slats? And you can see there is a gap between each wooden thing. And he goes, if you've ever seen a rope of climbing, Scales, I'm pretty much like that. But here's the thing, Scales.
Yeah.
If during a long rest, you give me... Fizky, you can't be there. You give me all of your energy. i.e., all of your short rests. Sorry, all of your hit dice.
Okay.
I can become a flying bridge for an hour.
Ooh.
I.e., a magic carpet.
Can you do a thing where you like instead of being a bridge that's flat, you can
Scales.
yeah.
I can show you the world.
Shimmering, shining.
Well, I think I should think about this while you do whatever the story thing is with the others.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Then I'll give you an answer.
Steven, disintegrate the bridge. Okay.
Level up so I can do that?
Would anybody else like to cross me?
Well, I can't speak for Derek, so I don't know how we're going to get him across.
Dave, you have to make something up, I guess.
I'm happy that we can retcon that.
Okay.
So Derek can tell us an embarrassing story about like when he went to Raven Queen College and they all dared him to eat like something that was dead and it wasn't dead and it was alive and they're like something like that.
I made these two
I
really
like to
cool
think
friends
Robert-
that are brothers, and my temple is making me send notes back on them, but they're really cool guys, and I like them. But I've got to rat them out every time they sneeze.
I also ratted out the wizard that's like had my back a few times. And
This one time in Raven
they're gonna
Queen
kill
Camp. This one time in Raven Queen Camp.
I like to think Roberts would be something like the first time he wrote an erotic piece of fiction, and he read it for
to be a neurotic piece of fiction.
his school. Like he was very precocious, so he wrote it for like the school assignment and read it, and then they all laughed at him. But then he got over it, and you know. But obviously Robert can.
Do you know what? I think Robert would have got past it, not over it.
He got past it and built on that experience. you know?
Yeah, so Robert can rock across, and like the bridge is like, oh, that was delicious.
I've lost Robert.
What?
I left Robert all the way back with the corpse.
There he is. There he's up on the bridge now. That
He's
was
just playing with a
delicious.
And with a very jaunty, yeah, I'm the man kind of walk. Robert's going to cross
Conor
the
McGregor.
bridge.
Where did this confidence come from?
Who's this? I'm not a fan of, by the way. So we've Arixium, Mazzello, and Derek. Would anyone like to fly across the crevasse, or would you like to tell an embarrassing story?
Go on, Mazzello, it's your turn.
Can't tell what I don't have.
You definitely have something.
Oh, Jesus!
No
That's a fucking
regrets.
flex right there.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets, yeah.
Ren just looks at Rixium with like an eyebrow raised, to be like, is he telling the truth? Kind of
So
thing.
you're gonna attempt to walk across this bridge without like
No, I just walk up to it and I say, I don't have any stupid stories to tell you,
I don't
what I
need
will
a stupid story.
or embarrassing story. But what I will tell you is, if you don't let me across this bridge, I will bring this fucking cave down upon you and you will never be seen again.
Well, wait, don't do that, because he might become a flying bridge if I take the
The
deal.
bridge is helping us, Mazzello. Like, don't threaten the bridge.
I don't
might
have
be- it
anything
might-
to offer this bridge.
You definitely have something. Everyone has an embarrassing. It says your most embarrassing story. It's subjective.
Some of us live our lives without fucking up all the time.
You're definitely not one of those people.
It's possible that the bridge sees the most embarrassing story for Mazzello as when this up-and-coming accomplished cleric of the Platinum Dragon had to go and rescue his brother from the den of a cult of the Dragon Queen.
I think there's more shame involved in that than embarrassment. So with embarrassment comes flippancy, and
Rena's money.
and there it hints at stupidity, and it hints at like poor decisions and mortification. Like, oh, I drank too much and I fell over and I got sick of my own shoes, and then like I fell over and banged my head. It's that's what it's hinting at.
I tell you what, I will give you one thing. I've just
No,
thought
it
of.
like so.
Yeah.
Before you go there, the bridge says to Mazzello, "You may cross."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
At
hope
this
the bridge
point,
drops
I've
him in the
also
water.
pulled
I
out
hope.
my
Sorry,
grappling
Carrick.
hook
Say-
and my
say-
rope.
What's that?
At this point, I've also pulled out my grappling hook and my rope,
Okay.
and I'll start to walk across.
Okay. You hear this like deep chuckle. Do you know what is the most embarrassing thing about you?
Please enlighten me.
Your blind pride.
See, to have pride, you have to believe that you have governance over others. I don't. But thank you for your insight. I do appreciate it.
That's not the definition of pride, Mazzalu.
It is not.
We have our own thoughts.
Do you believe you have governance over others, or do you know it?
Oh, I absolutely believe and know that I don't.
You cannot believe and know something at the same time. You either believe it because it is not quantifiable, or you know it because it is quantifiable. Which is it,
I know
cleric?
there's roses in my mother's garden.
Do you believe there are roses in your mother's garden?
I believe they're still there. Yes. So
No,
you can.
you either know there are you either know they're there, or you believe they're there.
Okay. I'll play. I believe. I don't know.
And so therein lies the paradox of belief, and therein lies the paradox of pride. But you have embarrassed yourself in front of me enough that you get a free pass across the bridge.
Then I've done what I intended.
Indeed.
Gets worse as it goes on.
Would any of you like to take me with you? I make an excellent ladder.
I have a spell for that bridge, sorry.
Well, I will miss you.
We'll tell somebody you're here.
What about the blind one? What delightful stories have you got to tell me?
Only those which you may wonder about in your future.
This one time in Bahamut camp.
He'll step back and he'll start running and he'll dive across. And he'll say, as he lands, he'll look towards the bridge and say, I never got to that camp. She never let me go. And he won't respond, he'll just keep walking.
I know her.
And
Tarek.
in Infernal, as he says that, he'll say, you only think you do.
She's crossed me before.
Yeah, she has.
Would you like to make a perception check, Erixie?
He wants to do something. Yeah. Okay.
23.
Let's bone it up. Because I've got 4 of them, because the guy decided he did 4 of them. 26.
26. So who's the last person to cross the bridge?
Mrs. Delu.
As Mazzella crossed the bridge, you see these motes of light and bioluminescence and fey energy just shift. And as they do, you see this massive claw-like burn mark on the wood of the bridge. Now you're interested. And then the fey energy of the river and the bioluminescence just washes over it again. It's gone.
So we keep going. Okay. I'm going to keep walking.
Okay.
Sorry, I got lost in a
Walking.
train of thought with
That's
great
okay.
worms and paladin prophecy. Yeah.
That bridge is a real art. Never misses.
God.
Cormac
Like,
and
I've- I
Breakfast have dropped art of the bridge into the Discord.
What's that?
We got fan art of the bridge in Discord.
No way. Where's that?
It's in the memes.
Names.
We got two pieces. One's Photoshop, one is not.
That is amazing. I can show you the world scales. Lads, fucking amazing work.
Quick do.
Kermit, you are as good at art as I am. In fact, like, Jesus.
I just gotta say, Cormac only joined the community tonight on the Discord, and welcome, pal. You fit right in.
I work when I have paint. That is amazing.
Zelly's dropped
That's
Dawn
going,
by now,
Kermit,
right?
that's going up in the socials tomorrow. That's fucking amazing. Okay, cool. So everyone's across the bridge. The last thing you hear, Scales, is like, "Are you sure you won't take me with you, Scales?
And Scales kind of kneels down beside the edge, and he pats the bridge a little bit, and he's like, "I'm sorry, bridge. I'm supposed to listen to the others, and they said no."
Would you allow me to give you a gift then, Scales? You are special down here.
I'm special. Why am I special?
I'm old, Scales. And I've not seen one of you here for many, many years.
Like lots of years or hundreds and hundreds of years?
Thousands of years.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I like gifts.
Lick me. The Scales lick the bridge?
Fucking like it.
Scales licks the bridge?
You know what? Yeah, go on. Scales licks the bridge.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
Kermic's like, what? We have a running gag in this
Lick
community,
it.
and it's fucking lick it. Fucking anything that seems out of ordinary, we're just like, fucking lick it, aye. Fucking lick it.
Wait, we
Okay.
don't have our Lick It logo anymore, do we? Not?
I know we
Oh.
need to get a fucking lick it emote.
I need to lick it, and we need an
Scales.
oh yeah. I've been asking for the oh yeah for years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cup of coffee.
Scales, as you bend down and lick the bridge.
Does it tingle?
Didn't think you were going to say today?
Right?
If I could lick my own bridge, I'd never leave the house.
Yeah. There we go. Well played, sir. So
Inspirational, would you say?
as you bend down and lick the bridge, you feel fey energy, or as the only way Scales could describe it is this tingly energy, like travel up your tongue and down the back.
Tingly!
There's not tingly num-nums, and down the
different
back of
kind
your
of tingly.
throat, right? And you're like,
Goldschlager?
yeah, it tears open like tufts of your throat, and it's a myth.
It's actually Tishki.
Tiski.
That's the worst beer ever.
That's the best beer ever.
Nah.
And as this flows down your throat, this fey energy, you feel a sense of purpose, and you see on the other side of the bridge Scales walking forward, and you see.
I see myself walking forward.
Yeah, and that Scales walks into you, and then the other Scales walks into you, and then the other Scales walks into you. And now, Scales, once per long rest, you have the use of the Silvery Barb spell.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Should lick the bridge.
Silvery barb skill. Or
Spell.
That's like fuck you crit spell. Like, yeah.
That's like the
Lick it
most.
again.
That's the most. That is the most overpowered low level spell in the compendium. I swear.
Once per long. It's not in my compendium.
You don't have it?
I've never been able to find it. No, but look, we'll
figure it out.
Thanks, breakfast. Mind yourself. We will figure it out. Yeah, but you're not going to get that until you take a long rest, and it's once per long rest.
Bridge, before. Thank you. That felt amazing, but.
Okay, I'm out now.
If we hadn't taken our break, I would be taking another break right now. I'm telling everyone to fucking calm down.
Before I catch up with the others,
Yes.
You said thousands of years ago you saw dragonborns, and they crossed you.
Yeah, well, I was down here, further downstream, Scales, and yes.
And did they cross often, or were there lots of them, or? Well, you probably don't know what they look like. I don't know. Can a bridge see what people look like?
I can see you.
Oh, okay.
I can see a sadness in your eyes, Scales.
Well,
I can see a happiness in your eyes. I can see confusion in your eyes. And I can also see in your eyes, Scales, a desire not to know things.
Huh.
That is what I see as fear, Scales.
Well, but I want to know about the others who were like me. But it seems to have been a very long time ago. And something happened, but I can't figure out what. And I just wondered how many of them you'd seen.
Many, many dragonborn.
Did they used to live down here?
They owned me. I was their friend.
The dragonborns made you?
No, they found me and we worked together.
Huh.
Until the bad thing happened.
The bad thing. That's when all the dragonborns died.
No, it's when they sold me for money.
They sold you.
Like a cheap. No, wait, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Is that why you're upstream now? When you used to be downstream?
Yes.
And so did the dragonborns cross you when you were downstream, or did they cross you here?
Yes. Both.
Oh, both. Okay. And who did they sell you to?
A woman.
A woman.
Her name was Margaret Canaan.
Margaret Canaan. Okay.
Well, that's interesting.
I'd just like to point out that the only two characters still with me while I'm licking bridges and having suspicious conversations with
And then Freya, bloody Margaret. Oh my god, amazing.
Ren's still in eyesight of Scales. Ren can see what's happening.
Yeah. You left Scales
Right.
alone with his talking magic bridge.
Ren stopped 25 feet away for a reason. He realized Scales wasn't following him and he was like, wait.
So they crossed you, but then they stopped crossing you. And they sold you to a woman. Okay, well, I better go, Bridge. I can't.
Scales, it's been wonderful. Before you go,
Yeah.
have you ever run through a house with lots of spider webs in it? Or a forest with spider webs, and run through the threads cling to you as you emerge. Or passed through a basement and walked out and the spider web stuck to you?
Not really spider webs, but a witch was trying to kill us while we ran through her house.
Okay. Well, okay. I feel like this requires a little bit more explanation to maybe communicate the depth of the message I'm trying to convey. Imagine, Scales, if you went under the crawl space of a house and you crawled out and the spider webs were all strung around you.
Okay.
Do you understand what fate is, Scales?
Fate.
Fate. Not faith. Faith?
Oh, fate
Fate?
is when something's going to happen to you because it's supposed to happen to you,
And you've no control over it.
I suppose. I'd never really thought about it much. But okay, yeah. It happens because it has to happen.
Yes. The threads of fate cling to you, Scales. They cling to you. You are important.
Why?
I wish I knew.
I wonder if anyone knows. People keep saying that to me, but I don't understand why. So somebody must know, though. Oh, it's not like webs. It's like when you go swimming in the river, and when you come out of the river, all of the stringy bits are stuck to you from the water.
Yes.
And
Scales,
yeah,
could I ask you a favor?
yes.
Would you bring me with you? And we'll make a deal.
Okay.
I've grown tired of my place here.
Okay. It is a bit cavely.
So my deal for you, yes, right, exactly. A little bit cavernous, a little bit subterranean. I would love to span a good crevasse or a cliff in the surface world. If you rolled me up and just brought me with you, we don't have to make the deal where I absorb your life force or anything like the sort. Just bring me up to the surface and plop me over a crevasse.
Won't you get hungry?
I've learned to control my hunger scales. But I give you my word, I will not absorb your essence.
Well, your word does seem woody, so.
I have many words.
And you could tell me more about the dragonborns that used to pass over you.
That is not our deal.
Oh,
You would need to offer me more for that.
like telling you about the time when the girls were laughing at me in school?
Maybe. We can discuss that on the way scales. Would you like to take me with you?
Out of character, I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm taking the bridge.
Obviously, come on.
Honestly,
what's taking
yeah.
so long?
No, like at this stage, take the bridge. It didn't make sense for us to, but this thing is giving you info.
Oh, yeah, Scales is so taking the bridge.
Dave, I'm only 20 feet away. Is this still within earshot of this conversation or not? Maybe not for me because I have one ear.
It
Okay.
is, yeah.
Yeah, Ren's actually like kind of leaning back. Well, not leaning, but like stand there. Like if Scales is looking around, he'll be kind of like, yeah, go for it.
So,
Roll me up outside.
outside in, and do I need to like shake you up so that you'll come across the water, or do I just start rolling?
I'm sorry, what?
Do I need to like, you know, when you need to clean a carpet or a blanket and you kind of go whoosh and it clicks up in the air and you can pull it forward, or do I just start rolling and you'll do some bridge thing so you won't flop in the water?
Just on this side of the river, just roll me up, please. bottom over, not bottom under.
Roll,
So grab
roll
my
your
end
bridge.
and
Okay.
then roll over. Okay.
Over.
Over.
Okay.
And mind your claws, they are sharp.
I'll help.
Sorry.
No, you
No?
won't. Be gone, filthy wizard.
What did I do to you? You asked me a question, I answered it. I didn't take your deal because it was a bad deal for me.
Scales is rolling it up. Does it plunge into the water, or does it kind of come across like
It,
magically?
it floops into the water, but it does not. It does not become fairy fired, and it does not transfer fairy fire onto you. And as you roll it up, it rolls into the size of those Oriental sort of Chinese chipper calendars.
Yeah.
Bamboo
You get
mats.
that's exactly what it is. It's that size.
Can the bridge still speak?
Fucking-
What is it about talking inanimate objects and scales?
Erection is like divine sense, divine sense, divine
You
sense.
already checked the-
Arixium is nowhere near that bridge. He's
Oh, sorry.
around the corner, completely unaware of the situation.
Holy fuck! Hold on a second. No, so I'm gonna need you to move back there because you're after moving way too far because for what I have cooked up for you, buddy. So
Oh, joyful. There's me searching
so-
for imps.
that's okay.
So
That's the
Scales
bridge,
is going
apologize.
to take the still remaining straps of that he used to hold Shane in, and he's going to kind of cradle the scroll into sort of where the pot used to sit, and then wrap some of the vines around him to make it a secure little holder across his chest.
Cool. That is easily done. I think we're close to finishing up now. But also, now that you mentioned Shane, I am because you guys killed Shane.
I
Ren killed
Shane.
Shane.
I
Thank you
killed
very
Shane.
much.
Let me
party-
take my credit.
The party killed Shane.
No.
No, let me take my credit.
Shane
I'm
had
happy. I'm happy to reveal in the debrief for this session who and what Shane was because Shane's never coming back.
Right.
So,
Um,
1 second, Carrick. So as we move up here, so I'm going to move Rixium out to there. Kate, can you give us a little bit of?
Zoom out.
Yeah. You see where I'm shift pinging? The
Oh, yes, there.
Technomistress over there.
I'm trying.
It's okay.
There.
From what Dave tells us, you're very trying.
Hey!
I was gonna make that joke myself, but I was like, yeah, I have to live with her. No. So can you see where I'm talking?
Ooh.
Oh my god, that wasn't me. Holy shit. Okay, cool. I'm shift pinging. I'm gonna shift ping here then. How's that?
Is that what you're trying to do?
Can you see? Are you in the same game?
You're shift pinging right there. I saw
the
your...
other is it the other bridge that you've
Shift left, Kate.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, a little bit left. Let's just get a let's get a Rixium in there.
That's the edge of the screen.
Hmm?
The map.
Can you right click and just move it along? Sorry, sorry to the viewers. Where does-
There.
anyway,
It's the edge of the map.
it's not the edge of the map. Give me 1 second. Motherfucker, what? Let me scooch over there. Right click and drag. Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the edge of the map.
Ooh, the Technomancer is about to kill the DM people.
Okay. Oops.
It's
I
not
sit
the-
corrected.
I made the map.
That's
She also
unfortunate.
kind of
Then.
made the
So
map.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move Rixium in. I don't know why that's not doing it. But I'll move you there. Okay.
Is it scene set up, maybe?
It is absolute scene setup. So look what. So here we go. So there we have Rixium. So what I need you to do is you move in, because you were kind of there anyway.
Yeah.
You. Right. So let's just set the scene here. There is another bridge, not nearly as awesome as the bridge you've just met, and you can see it's wooden and rickety. Again, the whole ceiling is about 20, 30, 40 foot high in places. These huge, jagged stalactites looming down, almost like these huge stone teeth of a dragon, just imposing down upon you as you look up. You see so many shadows above, the bioluminescence of the river. For anyone else but you, Arixium, would would cast these eerie shadows and these strange sort of flickering lights and just these patches of darkness, and the river running. River running north to south with this loud, almost you speak to yourself. You can barely hear your own voice through the noise of this cavern, and then you just look up, and it's only because you have 300 feet of dark vision.
120.
120 feet of dark vision,
And in magical darkness.
You see this creature.
Oh,
You son of a
nice.
bitch.
Hew what looks like a stalactite with all these long unfolding limbs as they all reach out towards you, this giant toothy maw, this huge eye, as this greater roper begins to just whoosh, unfurl its limbs towards you. And I think that's a good place to finish our game tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you everyone thanks to all of our new community members. Kermit, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. You're always welcome. Please come back and jump into our. You're already in our Discord, and I'm gonna move my thing out of there. Yeah, jump in. We'll get you on the game. We'll get you hang out in the Discord. But I think now is the time for us to have a chat about what went on there. And in case you guys don't know, we like to take about 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes to sit down and talk about what's going on, how the characters feel about what happened, and to give you guys an insight into the backstory and the mindset of these characters, because you only see the sort of the front of it. But now you can hear how the players are gonna feel about this. So I think I'm gonna start with Scales. So Scales, right?
Yeah.
Scales knows that he's the only Dragonborn left in this continent.
Yeah.
He's always known that. The Modify memory didn't change anything there. Scales chose to accept the Modify memory to forget about the genocide that happened to the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Because it was too much. So, when Scales got into the first level of the mines here, you went on this journey with what was essentially an elemental of the fallen tears for all of the dead Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And some of it was explained abstractly and some of it was explained literally. So where was Scales when Scales came out of that?
Confused, I think, is the main thing he was, because the pieces didn't fit. Like he's told that this elemental is made out of this genocide, which he now has no memory of, beyond the fact that something happened to all the Dragonborn, so they were gone.
He was told the elemental was made out of the collective sorrow for the loss.
Yeah.
Of all the Dragonborn.
And
there was no genocide mentioned there.
No. But
so it's a being composed of pure sorrow and loss.
Yeah, but all the Dragonborn went somewhere. So that, okay, so he wouldn't know it's genocide, but he knows something happened, that there's no Dragonborns around. So obviously there's this feeling of collective sorrow.
Yeah.
But I think he was just confused. The bits didn't add up for him. I think when we do a long rest, there's something Scales gained on the last level up that he's going to do, to commune with his spirits and ask some questions there, because I think...
So the curiosity is still there, even though Scales...
Yeah, okay, so...
Scales chose to forget it, but the curiosity is still there.
Yeah, but it's like Amy in Doctor Who, when in that episode about the monster below, who like hits the forget button, but doesn't necessarily lose the curiosity for it. You know,
Well, that's
it's sort of
exactly
like,
what I was getting at. Yeah.
Queen of London, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's sort of like he still wants to know why he's the last one. He just couldn't deal with the sorrow. And like the thing is, he could come up against that decision again and make the same decision again, but like the actual knowledge of what happened, he can't handle. But he is curious. He obviously wants to know. As much as Scales has a low curiosity quotient for a lot of things.
Really? Okay.
He's curious, but like somebody else.
Not lemons. Like, anything in the fucking shop.
Anything that moves. No, he is curious, but I think a lot of other characters would like with his like the lastborn or the last one would be much more aggressively seeking out the knowledge, whereas Scales is he's sort of like he wants to know, but he's okay with just letting it happen as it happens. But I think between that vision, between some of the other things, like he is curious. And I think the thing that's probably more than anything kicking his interest in to figure out there's something not right here, there's something I need to figure out here, is the change in behavior of the ancestral guardians. That's what he's like, why are you all acting like this now, kind of thing.
So for anyone that like, so say Cormac and whoever else like that hasn't been here since the start, Scales' ancestral guardian. So let's explain what's going on. Thank you. The humans of Sopherone, the king of Sopherone, thousands of years ago, they invaded and they established their presence in the continent of Sopherone, and which was primarily a dragonborn region. The dragonborn fought back. They had their own community. They had their own royalty. They had their own society, and it came to the point where the humans resorted to dark magic. The humans, I'm not going to say how they got access to the dark magic, but they resorted to dark magic, and they paid a price, and they annihilated all the dragonborn. With it gone. And they took over there. Except for Scales. Right? Cormac's got it. Damn humans. Humans are the enemy. So what happened there was Scales is the first dragonborn that's one of the first that's reappeared. And everyone's like, are you a lizard folk? And Scales is like, probably, I don't know. But it was a dark choice, and with it came consequences. And there's a lot more to it, but it's kind of basically what's going on. So Scales is like trying to figure out what's going on as well. Now Scales got a deep insight into what actually happened through what was it? It was through a detect thought spell.
Yeah, the happiest day ever.
Yeah.
After
Scales had a day out in the Arcanist district, and then like went on flying carpets and like had like magical ice creams and stuff like that. And then the real shit happened, and you allowed them to detect your thoughts, and they got access to the vision that you received from your ancestral guardians. And so Scales' ancestral guardians used to just, so what I would do is I would concoct these like silly situations where like Scales would go into a rage and the ancestral guardians would be like making like flat pack furniture, or they'd be trying to like take turns blowing into a beach ball to inflate it, and just these silly things. And then when Scales learnt through that detect thought spell what actually happened, Scales was asked, do you want to keep these memories? Do you want to do you still want to know what's going on? And Scales, he said no. And so the old wizard said, I can make this go away. We've learned what we needed to learn, and we can make these thoughts go away. And Scales said, yeah, I want them to go away. And so they went away.
And Scales doesn't remember any of what he learned. So he's essentially piecing together bits of it again, but he doesn't remember the first vision. So it'll be interesting if he either finds that knowledge again by a different means, or
and doesn't have the option of a modify memory spell.
Yeah, or otherwise hits something that undoes the modify memory spell or unblocks it or something like that. Yeah. But he's just trying to figure out what happened, and the ancestors.
Do you see a way of Scales getting out of this innocent?
Not really, no. Like, the world is the world. I think Scales will always have a certain amount of innocence, but he's going to have to learn things as he goes, and he has learned things, but definitely if he fully learns the truth again, I don't know, like, if he figured out he'd forgotten it once, would he want to forget it again? I'm not sure, because all paths seem to be leading to he needs to figure this out. So, and he's learning bits and pieces of it again through other means. So it'll be an interesting.
I have kept it sort of very vague, and I'm not going to force Scales into sort of remembering it. It will have to be something, I think, this time that Scales will have to ask for.
Yeah. And I think, like, that's the thing, the consult the ancestors is literally going to be asking questions about why has their behavior changed, what do they know about this stuff.
So that can consult the, can you drop that into chat there actually?
Yeah, give me one.
This could be an absolute game changer. How long does it take? Is it like an instant thing, or?
I think it's once per long rest. He can just sit down and and do it. Sorry, I'm just trying to load my character sheet up again, and I keep going to the wrong tab. Doop. There we go. That's it there. Consult the spirits, not consult the ancestors.
At 10th level, you gain the ability to consult with your ancestral spirits. When you do so, you cast the augury or clairvoyance spell without using a spell slot, material components. Rather than creating a spherical sensor, this use of clairvoyance invisibly summons one of your ancestral spirits to the chosen location. Wisdom is your spell casting ability for these spells. After you cast either spell in this way, you can't use this feature again until a long rest. So you can either cast clairvoyance
or augury.
So you can now use them to.
Wow. Okay.
So you can either spy for you or tell you stuff. Interesting.
I'm interested to see it because it, like, we understand the mechanics of these spells, but Scales doesn't.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be a very organic and sort of fumbly first start. It's going to be like, it could potentially be frightening for Scales.
I think it could be. I think it'll, and that's why I've been waiting for a long rest to pull this one out, because I think at least the first few times, the only way this is going to happen is that Scales is going to have some quiet time to himself, and he's going to be thinking about stuff, and he might, ask a question that he really wants to know the answer to, and then pop, one of them will be there suddenly talking to him, and he'll be like, whoa, what the hell? But so that's kind of I think where he has questions.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that he used to know some of the answers.
Okay. Cool. Let's move on to Stephen. Orixium. So
Hoi.
as I hinted at in the intro script, how much can we trust Eryxium not to try and steer this towards the Holy Avenger quest? How sort of how into that is he? Like, is there a possibility that he's going to become like obsessed with this quest, or given that the outcome of the quest would facilitate him with the power to further the Platinum Dragon's desires and outcomes, and allow Eryxium to defeat the likes of Valder and whoever else is behind Valder, and so on and so forth. Is there any level of obsession there, or?
Obsession is an interesting word, but it's not one that he would...
Fixation?
They're words that he definitely feels towards some things, but not exactly towards the Holy Avenger. Like, Vordek and this letter prove that him and Mizelu's thoughts have a foundation, that they're not alone. People have thought this.
Person have thought this. Like, you've gone from 2 to 3.
Yeah, but that outdate us by however long.
Yeah.
If Mizelu was to decide that we need this to further our cause, that the Platinum Dragon needs this, there's a little peek behind the curtain. Excuse me. Eryxium's, his oath is of devotion, but it is not. Well, that's what I'm getting to. It is not devotion to the Platinum Dragon. It is devotion to his brother.
Wow, okay.
Portrayed, or the words off the jumping at the back of my head. Like, he's
Ryan, that completely changed. Sorry, 1 second, Stephen. Ryan, that completely changes what we've discussed. Wow. Okay. Cool. Sorry, Stephen. Go on. Sorry.
The thing is Stephen's never actually directly said that to me, but I always had a feeling that that's how he'd gone with it.
Yeah, like it's focused through the Platinum Dragon, but it's that, like, his brother is his redemption, so he is completely devoted to being everything his brother needs now. So if his brother needs a shield, he will stand before a god and take everything. If his brother needs a sword, he will be the sword. Like, that's why when Mizelu falters, Eryxium is the one to steady the course, to make sure his brother stays on the straight and narrow. His brother is the better half of the Brothers Grimm.
So we know this outside of character.
Outside, completely outside. Inside character, like, Mizelu thinks that Eryxium is.
Do you think there'll be a moment where Mizelu will learn that, and
after Eryxium's death, maybe? But like, as in Mizelu's eyes, I believe that he just thinks that after what they went through with taking him away from the cult, and then the onslaught and attack of the devils in the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, that he just became completely devoted to Bahamut. He did, but his devotion is to his brother and his brother's belief in the one true God, Bahamut.
So his brother is a channel to Bahamut.
Yeah, because since the beginning, it's not my God, it's our Lord.
Okay.
It's always been our.
Wow, fuck.
Yeah, he's a repentant sinner who is and devotion was his oath.
And just for the new viewers and stuff, me and Stephen came in for 3 episodes while there was characters that weren't meant.
Pull that mic closer to you, big man.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Me and Stephen were meant to be in for 3 episodes while there was characters, players that had to do other things, babies and all that kind of stuff. So we were only meant to be in there for 3 sessions, and we did create a fucking really in-depth story for just 3 sessions, which has played out a lot longer in the end.
And has intertwined and increased and got more complex by the week.
Yeah, I mean, like, and like when it sort of like we neared the time of you guys heading off, I was like, any chance you'd stick around? And you did. And
Yeah.
I think I think the story is better for it, because even with the four of us here tonight, I'm very excited for the moment where Scales will sit down with Erixium, because I know you have questions for Erixium. Or does Scales not have questions for Erixium?
Scales is a bridge now.
I think Scales has questions. I think Erixium probably has more questions from Scales, as in, what the hell was that about? And
well,
Scales...
the trip down the river, because Erixium saw that.
Yeah, so like Erixium's going to presumably want to know about that, but Scales is going to want to know, like, why were you standing over me and not over there with your brother or doing whatever? And Scales is going to need somebody to interpret some of that back for him.
You're the last Dragonborn, and nothing means more to his brother than the last Dragonborn.
Yeah, but
You are the
why?
epitome of our Lord on this plane.
Y'all wouldn't
Scales
let
doesn't
me
get
in the
that, though.
temple the last time.
Scales.
You kept me deliberately away from the temple.
Yes, because we no longer trust the temple, because
But
the temple
explain
is
that to Scales. Explain that to, you know what I mean? So
Well, we haven't had that moment.
We haven't
yet.
had a breather since then.
Yeah.
No,
Say that
exactly,
to
yeah.
them.
So-
But I'm
so,
hoping
Scales
that
completely doesn't understand any of that. Like, the two of you at times have said things like, and acted to protect Scales.
Mm.
Not unnecessarily, but instead of protecting somebody else or doing something else. So definitely he's twigged this, but he has no context for why or how it connects to your platinum dragon and all this kind of thing. And like, he's clocked the fact that when Mazzello does the spell, his guardian spirits are dragonborn as well. But like you said, we've been full out since all of this happened.
Outside
I
of the game,
will
I'll tell
argue
you
that you have had like long rests that you've chosen not to dive into this, and I'm not going to force it either. But like every long rest, the opportunity to have these conversations is open. But I feel like you guys will know when the time is right.
Yeah.
And but all you need to do is tell me, Mazzello, I got to take some time with Scales, or Erixium, I got to take some, or Scales and whatever.
Yeah.
You guys will know.
Some of those long rests,
But the space
like,
is there.
some of those long rests, like Erixium really needed to talk to Ren about stuff that was going on, and other people needed to have much more urgent, like, what the fuck went down today, as opposed to, oh hey, can we talk about our ancestral guardians looking similar and all that kind of stuff. So I think you're right, it'll happen when it happens, when there isn't and other times Scales has literally been in a bad mood and collapsed in and been like, I'm going to sleep, fuck y'all, like,
Don't wake me up.
don't wake me up. I'm like, I'm not taking
He
first watch,
opposed
so.
hugging the tail as a teddy bear.
I will say,
So like, it hasn't happened, but I'm sure it will.
above the table, as far as Mazzello is concerned, his only purpose in life that he has been put here by the one true God is to protect Scales. That's his only purpose in this life now.
Why? How has he got there?
Because the
His
Platinum
last.
Dragon gives him his power. He gives him everything he's ever needed.
But he's given that to him before he met Scales.
For
Because
this reason.
Scales was coming in the future.
For this reason. This is
So-
my destiny.
So that's Mazzello's take on the reason.
Yeah. It's Mazzello's destiny to protect Scales and to
Okay, so can I ask
life
one
towards
question
the
then?
Dragonborns,
Can I ask one question?
the true image of the god. Yeah.
No. So, if Mazzello's true belief is you were given your power by the Platinum Dragon to protect Scales,
Well, I didn't know that at the time, but that's what he believes it to be now.
well, that's fine.
Yeah.
So then, why did at what point did it go, at what point did it go from you got the power to protect and save your brother, and now that's no longer the reason you exist. Now the reason you exist is your power should be to protect Scales. So,
see, no, that's
was there a journey? Was there a journey there that now, if you had to spend the last of your power to protect Scales or your brother, who would it be?
I wouldn't need to, because my brother would make that decision.
It'd be a phalanx with the both of us either side of Scales.
There's no doubt.
So if your brother were dying and Scales were dying, what decision would Scales? Wow.
We both understand.
No
that.
question.
We both understand that.
The only reason he rescued his brother so he wasn't protecting Scales alone.
Mazzello the Baptist, Kermit says.
The reason I was given the power to go and get my brother was because Bahamut knew that I needed the backup to protect Scales.
Phalanx falls without its edges.
That is some fucking zealot thinking.
This falls into kind of what the bridge was saying, though. Like the sense of pride that Mazzello has is
It's
like
not
I'm glad
it
you
is pride.
fucking. I'm
No, but
glad
it is
you got
pride.
that.
Because like it's
not
belief,
pride.
but belief is pride in a sense. This is a
No,
belief that
it's
you
not.
no. Let me say what I'm saying. Mazzello believes he specifically has been chosen by Bahamut. That this is him. This is his journey. Him, like Bahamut has taken time out of his day to specifically give him this. A lot of other people don't have that like necessary belief with the gods. The gods crank to their power through prayer, but Mazzello feels like this is like
Mazzello's on the chessboard.
yeah, he feels like he is definitely Bahamut's big. This is my guy. Do my bidding. You are the chosen one. That's what it feels like, and I understand as he is a religious man. It's his faith. That's pride because it's Mazzello being like, no, he's picked me over all these others. That's pride.
No,
it is.
because
Well, it's destiny.
Definition. It's that. Yeah, but it's the definition of pride. You believe
But that's what the bridge
said.
said. That's what
Yeah.
the bridge said.
But let's not forget our one and true Lord.
That's not what this is not what GM Dave is saying.
Oh yeah, no. This is what, it sounds
the
like.
bridge
That's-
said.
yeah.
Yeah, but above the table, no character knowledge, purely us. Let's look. Our one true Lord and Savior, Bahamut, has sent Mazzello to protect his last beacon of himself,
yes.
Scales.
When did
on
he do
that
that?
journey,
Hold on,
Has
hold
he
on.
said that though?
What? So when did he do that?
At his birth. The pawns were on the table. It's all predetermined. Celestial or gods don't look in the minute, they look in the long game. So far, Mazzello
This
has
is
gathered
banana stuff. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
bananas. Let's get the fucking blackboard out with the
Unpack it.
Post-its
Unpack it
and
for
the
me. Unpack it
strings.
for me right now.
Let's unpack. Mazzello was born the second son of a high cleric of the Temple of Bahamut. This son is trained in the ways of the church as opposed to his older brother who wasn't. His older brother was rejected by his father in terms of a elven woman who gave birth to Mazzello. Mazzello grows the epitome of his father's son. He is brought up in the church from the get-go. At an early age, he becomes a cleric. His brother becomes bitter, resentful, and a whole journey happens. When he gets to a certain age, he discovers where his brother is, goes and saves his brother. They have an incident in the temple.
Goes and saves his brother from who?
The cult of the Dragon Queen.
The cult of the dragon.
You're the absolute opposition of our Lord, Bahamut. He saves him, brings him back to the temple.
What does Eryxium know about them? What is their ultimate goal?
To release her from Avernus, to bring her and sunder the earth.
To bring Tiamat.
To bring Tiamat to this plane and sunder the
But
Yeah.
you know,
And then
you know-
once she gets to
you
this
know-
plane, where else could she go?
anywhere.
anyway,
Up
but
Yeah,
you know,
well,
do
yeah.
you know
to the higher
one-
planes.
But the one
Well-
true race that can defeat Tiamat are the Dragonborns.
But we're not finished unpacking.
Okay,
So
sorry, yeah.
So let's get back. So he rescues his brother, brings him back to the temple. Events unfold. He now becomes devoted solely to the cause of his brother. So now Baham has gone from one devoted to two. So they've been journeying, doing their deeds for however long, we decide was the prehistory of the Brothers Grimm. They meet this gaggle of absolute retrobates. Help them on a mission to find a stone. Events happen. Now, on the trail of protecting the Dragonborn, they have 2 devotees of Bahamut protecting the last Dragonborn. They also have a wizard who is a pyro fiend.
Damn fucking right.
Devoted to the simple Dragonborn and will protect them and do their best to keep them safe. They also have temperamental views on a defector of the King's army, Robert, who seems to be with them for now. But also in their company, Bahamut has joined a coalition with the Raven Queen because the Raven Queen's temple has told Derek, keep tabs on these. So there is a second god.
Hold on, that's a huge fucking leap.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
That you think that
A leap of faith, some would say.
Hey, that you think the temple of the Platinum Dragon has made an alliance.
No, not the temple. Not the temples. The temples know nothing.
Okay. So you think Bahamut has allied with? Hold on. You think
if Tiamat goes after Bahamut, where's the next fucking step?
It's not even Tiamat.
Raven Queen, it's anyone up there.
No, but see, this is the best way. It's because the last time these stones they were sent on a mission to activate were activated, millions of lives were extinguished in a second.
And what are millions of lives?
Souls.
Or millions of
Worshippers.
worshippers.
Yeah. So
we are
the Raven Queen, like her queue went from 1 million to 100 million in the blink of an eye. So
she had Saturdays and Sundays off. She had to work overtime.
Bank holiday cancelled.
Fucking.
So can she
Or were they
say,
also sacrifices?
No.
doesn't matter,
No?
they're all dead. Like
We don't know that.
They did not go the way they were meant to
She
go.
doesn't. She doesn't give a fuck how they get to her.
Yeah.
They just get to her, and she goes, "You go left, you go right," and that's how it goes.
Like that's too much work. There's no overtime to pay for this. So can she say to her temple leaders, send this cleric with these to keep them safe, to stop them from dying, because it was Derek who stopped Mizelu on the brink of death and revivified him. He has been sent to keep watch on them and keep them alive.
Keep an eye on them.
And how can you keep an eye on them if they're dead? He resurrects them. He keeps them going. He keeps the unit moving. Drop the mic. Chalkboard filled. Look at all them post-its and strings.
I don't know if I agree.
I'm not gonna say you're right.
I could be completely wrong, but this is just
I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Charlie Day this shit.
Yeah,
Put the
I
kid-
already put the guess. I already did it.
And just to clarify a point I was trying to make before, you were saying about Mazelu's pride, right? The very definition of pride is the pleasure of satisfaction over one's achievements, consciousness of one's dignity, and being especially proud of a skill. Mazelu doesn't consider any of what he can do to be him. So it's not his pride. It's not his pride.
That's the like official on paper definition. But when you say somebody's very prideful, you're talking about their like belief and like how they believe that they are chosen.
You're talking about how they have their self-belief. It's not self-belief. He doesn't believe in himself. He
it's
believes
pride.
Are you right now? Are you like arguing that like Mazelu is completely selfless?
I wouldn't say completely selfless, because obviously he wants to keep people safe for himself.
I would argue that the only moment that you can be completely selfless is at the moment of your death, where you have one last decision to make.
Yeah, like he can't be
How do
completely
I die?
selfless because there's a
How do I
point
check
of
it?
self-preservation where he has to keep himself alive to complete the goal.
But if
Selfishness
that's the
isn't
case-
necessarily bad either, because like you have to be selfish to function.
But if
You have
that's
to
the
put
case
yourself
of
first to a degree.
keeping oneself alive, how many fucking times has Mazzello literally stood at death saying, "Come at me," rather than them?
And how has he felt though when he thought it was over and then he's back? And it was
That's God's will.
But no,
that's Bahamut's will.
No, because it was the magic of the Raven Queen that brought you back once.
And they're working together, as Stephen said.
Okay.
If put it this way, whatever we know of the Raven Queen is that if you're meant to be dead, you're gonna fucking stay that way. She'll make sure you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the fact that Mazzelli was allowed to come back must mean she's not ready for him either. Why not?
Divine intervention.
As someone who has personally experienced the Raven Queen saying no,
1 second.
fair.
1 second, Carrick. Divine intervention.
We've seen it so
Hold
many
on.
times.
I need 2 words after that. Divine intervention. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go.
I mean, we looked like we were absolutely fucked when Valder and Wraith attacked us. And what does Mazzello do? He says, "Oh Lord, we stand here in the resting place of your blessed warrior, Sir Richard." He reached out to his god, and his god said, "Oh yeah," and gave him a fucking sentinel to attack. He asks for help, help is given. It has never failed him. The dice gods have
His
ensured-
brother also made a decision in that place.
Yep. Absolutely.
That you guys are not privy to.
Yeah, so
And,
our Lord gave him wings.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be a heavy decision made there when the time comes.
He knows his position, and he's settled with it.
Because you've told me that you've chosen a side on that. So how do you reconcile that?
I said to you at the time, I'm like 75 one way, 25 the other. Yeah.
So
and that's still the case.
But how would you? So that seems like a personal choice over a divine choice. And what you've been doing is your whole existence has been, I go where the divine tells me to go. But this seems to me to be a personal choice.
So
how would you reconcile that?
That one will be a personal choice, but like everything else, he would just consider it a test from his lord.
I feel like that's a cop-out.
No, he'll make his decision and he'll live with the outcome of what that decision means for him.
Well, you know what the outcome is.
Oh, absolutely, and he will live with that, and he will.
So he will make that choice, or he will.
Well, obviously, we'll
deny
see
that
comes
choice
up because things might change in the meantime. We don't know how things are going to go exactly. But if that choice is if that choice was made this session, it would have been the same that I told you.
Okay.
This session, that's what it would have been.
Why is everyone speaking in Smurf?
Moving on to Ren.
Yeah.
Ren. So when it comes to you and the imp has been doing a lot of digging. So the imp can go invisible anytime it wants. The imp can follow people around. And it has learned a lot about Ren.
There's probably a lot to learn. I mean, probably a lot that we haven't even discussed.
How did Ren feel? How did Ren feel when the imp dropped the fact that the Spectre is family to Ren?
He was already suspicious of that because of what the voice in the head
but
said.
in front of your companions.
Ren has also mentioned that in front of his companions, so it's not like a massive shock. But he is very fucking sick of everyone knowing more about this than he is. He's he feels like the world is playing some massive practical joke on him, and everyone's in on it. It's kind of the vibe he's starting to fit. It's it's like Galisar. Well, the being we assume is Galisar knows. The imp knows. Mithrasma probably knows. Fucking pick somebody they probably know at this point. Valder probably knows. Fucking Wraith probably knew before we blew his fucking head off, you know, so on and so forth. It's like, it's this big fucking reminder of fuck you, Ren. Somebody's out pretending to be you, and you're the only person who doesn't get to know what the situation is. And apparently
That's a
they're related
curious
to you.
choice of words, Ren. Hold on. That's a curious choice of words. That someone's out there pretending to be you. So are they pretending to be the Spectre, or are they pretending to be? Because you said there's someone out there pretending to be you.
But one and the same. They're
No,
to a
they're
degree.
not. Well, now, like, is Ren still the Spectre, or has he grown?
Both, I suppose. Like, there's a level of it
There is no both here.
I mean, there's a level of it there. Like, I mean, I suppose it is more of an like a.
So where's
an
the
alter
mask,
ego.
Ren? I thought you got rid of it.
Nope, the mask is in a pocket dimension in Ren's jacket that has the pocket.
So it's gone. For
It's
now.
hidden. It's hidden. It's something he's not going to pull out, will he? And like just stick on his face randomly. He did in the fight against the.
How long has it been in there?
He.
A long time.
Since he brought it out when we fought the Umber Hulks because to protect his face.
Yeah.
Because they're spewing acid. But other than
But
that,
what did the mask mean? What did the mask mean to the original Spectre?
identity to a degree. Like Ren was, for want of like he was a nobody in Raven's Looking First. Like he was this kid who worked in a magic shop. It was something that people knew him by.
So after he righted his first wrong with the mask on, the Spectre grew.
Yeah, the persona kind of took root.
After he righted his second wrong with the mask on, the Spectre grew.
Yeah,
and his third wrong, and his fourth wrong, and his fifth wrong, and then he had to flee.
Yeah, he was driven out.
Yeah, but when he arrived in Artex or in Templetown or in the Saviors of Somerton? He didn't wear the mask.
I would say likely in his travels there was probably stints.
The odd time he put it on.
Yeah, but like after a while, like because he eventually settled down and something. You know, like
cool.
Yeah.
So you've used it since just to hide your identity.
Yeah.
As opposed to it becoming your identity. When did that change happen? The mask being your identity and righting wrongs, and then just hiding your identity.
That change probably happened during, probably towards the end of Ren's travels. Like he was effectively like some homeless guy just wandering from town to town trying to find something. He eventually probably settled in Somerton because maybe he was there going to make his way to Sopherone to try to find his way to get to the College of Archons or something like that. And then the goblins decided to show up, and you know he was like, right, fuck it, I'm here, I'm helping, I can. I think it probably became when he did the first, like that was probably the first major good deed he did as Ren, not the Spectre in that way. And that kind of changed. He felt like he didn't need to hide his face anymore.
So what do you think happened that Ren and the Spectre sort of maybe split there?
I suppose, I don't know I have the terminology for it. I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it. But like it was kind of like that moment, like maybe it was somebody who'd seen him do magic in the inn to entertain somebody, or like just a quick trick, came to ask him for help. And they asked him. They didn't ask like Ren as a person. They witnessed him and was like, you, Ren, I need you to help me. They weren't like, oh, I need help, just generically. And that was kind of like a switch. Like, hey, I can do this. I don't need to pretend to be somebody else. You know?
Okay.
And that was kind of like a mental trigger that he was like, hey, I don't need this disguise. I don't need this identity to go out and do good. I can do that myself. Since then, he's flip-flopped on that.
But like, what backup did you have? Like, so the mask was your defense. So there would be no consequences if no one could identify you for having done what you'd done.
Exactly.
But in Somerton, you're like, I don't care if anyone identifies me for the good that I've done. What's the difference?
Because in Raven's Look, even if Ren was doing good, chances are he would have been punished because the royals.
Mithrasma.
Yeah, Mithrasma. That's the difference.
Someone with power out to get him.
Yeah, he didn't have to hide in Somerton because it was, for the most part, to what he knew, good people. You know, there was, he probably had interactions with the likes of Scales and Roberts in the tavern locally there, you know, and maybe Lamud and Jaden, whatever they were doing there, they'd probably had spoken, saw that they were fighting. Somebody was like, "Hey, we need help. These are attacking," and he was like, "Yeah, okay, I can do something here."
So, an honest answer here.
Hmm.
When Ren got to the walls of Artax and saw the wanted poster for the Spectre,
Mhm.
not Carrick's first feeling. What do you think Ren's first feeling was?
He was. I feel like it's hard to kind of like gauge this, but he was probably had a sinking suspicion Mithrasma was there. 2, he had like fear as like, what have I done that has come back to haunt me? Like, who did I?
So Ren / Spectre thought the extent of his crimes in Raven Nook had traveled to Artax.
It was more of a like, who have I done something like say for example, like Ren's out at night in Raven's Nook, some asshole is being too handsy with a girl from the tavern, and Ren stood in and firebolted him or blasted him across the room with a thunder wave. And who was that? Like, somebody Ren didn't know, a face he didn't recognize. What standing did they have?
Okay.
It was like, who have I stood in and affected that, and what station did they have? Why?
Because eventually you're gonna
do the wrong person,
nuke the wrong person. Yeah.
Valder. That's what happened with Valder. He pissed him off, and then he eventually we got sucked up into things because we stood up to him in the tavern.
I will say the only reason Valder's after you is because of Scales throwing a donut at him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm only joking.
But that also happened when Ren started antagonizing. When Ren antagonized him in the tavern when he started being a dick.
Well, if you are a donut, you get a donut.
Yeah, it's kind of I suppose it's like a safety net for Ren. It's something he can fall back on. That's what the mask is. If he has to leave, like for example, Ren and Mazellu have had many arguments at this stage. If Ren decides one day he's like, fuck it, I can't deal with this anymore, or they decide you need to leave, you've done something we can't handle, it'll probably come back out at that stage.
Ren can't leave. The mask might be Ren's safety blanket, but Ren is scared.
Oh yeah, Ren is not going to intentionally leave unless driven off at this stage. I think he's like, if Ren wanted to leave, he would have left when they descended into the Underdark.
Yeah, Jaden.
That's that too. Because
fired.
Fucking Lamud didn't even say a word. At least with Jaden, we kind of knew it was coming.
That's fucking true, actually. Yeah.
Ren is more pissed off with Lamud.
That's why Ren is the safety blanket now, though.
Because Lamud came back and then just left without a word.
Yeah.
Obviously, John, if you see this, all the love in the world, we understand.
John, if you see this, I would love to have you back.
In character, though, fuck you, Lamud.
Yeah.
Just try come back, see what happens. But yeah, Ren feels like it's very much a like, it's probably not going to see much use unless it turns out to have some secret hidden use, or like a final confrontation moment with Mithrasma in which Ren like shows up in the mask and then reveals his face and is like, hey, by the way, it was me, fuck you, and then blasts him with something.
Yeah, no, it's like, I've read your backstory and it's someone I don't think you're ever going to expect. But yeah, it's interesting.
I have theories, but I don't think it's any of them. It's like, it's probably something that like does not make sense to me.
I know it is after what Dave just said. It's the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects that shit.
No one does. See, my theory was at first was either his dad wasn't dead, Ren has a secret brother, and then like it could have been like the old guy. But now that you've said it's family, there's one other person, but like,
and who's that, Ren?
His mother.
I wonder if any of the party knows who it might be.
It's his mother. As part of me wondering, but his mother also died of a sickness, so it's kind of like, well, did she?
Come on, get down with the sickness.
I was thinking the same thing.
Anyway, I think that's a great time to leave it.
No. We were promised you'd tell us what Prince Shane was.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Oh yes. So Prince Shane was indeed a captured child, a captured prince who was abducted by the Carved Witch and was turned into a plant and sat in her garden for hundreds and hundreds of years. Was never offered the opportunity or the chance to grow emotionally, but physically maybe spread a few buds. And my idea was that I had one of the ways that you could overthrow the crown, and there are many more, was that you could embark on a quest to undo this true polymorph, or undo this like this curse. And it's not going to be as easy like as going, oh, I cast dispel magic at 7th level.
Well, that just shuts him up.
There would have been like a huge quest involved, but you would have had a true heir to the throne. And
to complicate matters for the king.
But if you want, but what you could have done was enter politics with like a more true bloodline, more true royal bloodline than the current king, and there would have been a lot of royal politics, and you would have had to roll and do your best and enter into politics, but yeah, you would have had a true prince that superseded on the bloodline, superseded King Gregor, and
the shame he was a pompous little
if only
he's
somebody
a prince, he's a cunt.
Scales had chosen to carry him and get information from him, because seriously, Scales.
But he actually was a true prince.
I think the most important part of all of this is that if it wasn't for fucking Pyro Ren, we could have disregarded this entire annihilation scheme by the royalty by fucking seating the true king.
Oh, come here, none of you like.
And who's to say Shane wouldn't have also fucking went ahead with that scheme? Because he's kind of a dick.
Us.
A child.
Fuck it, he had it coming. He stung me. Also, Ren didn't intentionally.
No.
He didn't intentionally fireball Shane. He fireballed a room with gas in it that was flammable. That's a difference. I didn't hit once. The other time was a fireball that was set off by a trap. That wasn't me.
Hashtag fuck Shane.
Yeah, hashtag fuck Shane.
Hashtag Ren's
fuck
fault.
the king. Yeah.
Hashtag
Yeah.
fuck the king.
I guess you could say Ren killed the true king, though. So I'm just saying.
I will say that it wouldn't have taken much for Shane to sort of to join your side and to sort of try and be on your side to take control to usurp the king.
So
but that would have been a whole different sort of arc. There's like 6 arcs you guys could take here.
So I was going to be Duke Scales, but now I'm thinking we should totally try to steer this to King Scales.
I mean, it's
I'm
right
behind
for
it,
it,
100%.
yeah.
But you know what I love where Robert's going with this, and Robert's like, nobody should be king, the people should be king, and I fucking love that shit.
Robert's a turncoat. He's gonna turn on them.
Yeah. Ren's partially of the opinion we should
He's gonna
give
bend the
Yeltsin
knee.
back,
He's
but,
gonna
like,
bend the knee.
But like peacefully, like.
I think this is a good place to wrap up our our suppositions and our paranoia and all of our threads. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you so much for watching our game. My players, thank you so much for being
insane.
The best group I've ever run games for. I love you all.
Do you hear that, you home game people? We're better than
Don't tell the Graven King gang either. You know, we're better, but don't tell them.
It's just like
Listen, I'm one of them, so fuck you.
Yeah, but you're here too, so you're both. So like we're better together.
Rebirth of the Graven King, I've always said, is a mini campaign. Like, it's amazing. The guys are kicking ass, but I have poured everything I have into this campaign.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you, Dave, for bringing us this world to
thank you for running us through this trauma
and do our best to destroy on you.
All I want is to live long enough to wrap this fucking game up.
I just want to know who the other
after that, I can just die happy.
When knowing how long it takes you to run a one shot, this is going to be another 4 years worth.
At least.
Hopefully,
we're only
like,
10 levels in after 2 years.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you all, guys. Thanks so much for sticking with us. Are we raiding tonight?
Level up.
So many. Fuck you off. Let's pick a raid. So what do we do? How do we? Guys, tell us how to raid.
Quest Junkies UK are streaming.
Right, /raid space and then type in the name of the channel you want to raid.
Let's
go for Dungeons and Dragons. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, look at Fizz Gig making a cameo on the background.
Look at her. She's down there. There she
Look,
is.
the Emerald Collective banner. Get in the Fizz.
Let's go for someone with 1.
Do the Gilded Flask. They got 13. But they
No,
got
let's go for
pretty
someone
cool.
with 1. 1 viewer.
No,
What? Oh, you choose. You choose.
I just want somewhere short to type. Come on.
Okay, go.
What?
Zolby.
Jesus Christ.
Zoiby. Zoiby. There's 1 viewer.
okay,
Zoiby.
Z-O-Y-B-I.
Zoi for Isle
Indigo.
or
This is going well.
India.
India.
Zulu,
Zulu.
Oscar, Indigo.
I pressed it in, but nothing's happened.
Can we do it in chat? We can do it in chat, can't we, as mods?
No.
Well, the slash or slash raid.
/raid space ZOIBY. And then press enter.
Why?
Closing message. Cormac, thanks for joining us. Joining the
Yay.
Discord. We hope you join us for some more streams. Welcome to the community, pal.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Sorry about
Welcome to the party, pal.
Sorry.
We're always this insane.
Here we go. We're going right now. Let's go.
Chicka. Boom, boom.
Raid.
We're off. Oh, they're follower only, chat.